Peace and love. I see you, Tay. Carol, Miss Carol Wright. My cashier, Miss Carol Wright, is in the building. Vacant. Yo, what's up, family? I see you. Philip Grant. Welcome forward. Grand Rising is what we say in this community. Grand Rising. Welcome forward, brother. Peace and love and all of that good stuff. We about to talk about it today. I'm sick of this shit, y'all. I'm tired of y'all. I'm tired of it. It's like I'm about to put myself on the chopping block for most men, right? Even men who are in marriages, right? Hold on one quick second. Oh man, I'm tripping. I'm sorry, y'all. Give me a minute. Okay, now let me tighten this up. Okay, now that's good. That's better. Yeah. Okay. All right. Welcome forward, Grand Rising, top of the morning. Peace and love to all of my beloved family, my beloved cashiers, man. We're gonna start to let a few people get in the room. Just let a few people build up, man. Y'all hit that like button. Look down and smack it up, flip it, and rub it down. If you don't know what the like button is, it's that little thumbs up thing when you look down at your phone. It's the thumbs up. Yeah, that's a like button. Thank y'all very kindly for hitting that like button. We're gonna let a little bit of people get in the room. I'm gonna play the jingle for y'all real fast, just because I feel like doing something lovely and different. And after that, we're gonna open up the discussion about marriages and divorces, right? I want us to understand that duality, man and woman, is the biggest duality on earth. And if we don't get it together, we're doomed. Man and woman beefing is even bigger than black and white. See, black and white is polar opposites, and we think it's a racial thing. Ooh, blacks and whites. No, it's a feminine and masculine thing. That's what the yin and yang sign is. The yin and yang symbol, you know that symbol that look like this? You know, that's yin and yang. That's female and male. And the Chinese people have been known to be some of the smartest people on earth to this day. I mean, I know we as African-American melanated beings are wise and smart too and connected with the roots, but we have been disconnected from our roots. We have been out of touch with the intellect that we naturally have. And Chinese people has always been connected with their natural lineage, right? Lineage, meaning they're connected with their roots for thousands of years. They're counting their history. We listening to what people tell us. We only counting 2012 years right now. I mean 2020 years right now. The year is 2020. So we got to be more attentive and be wise and understand that we need more information, which then bring forth more knowledge and wisdom that we can apply in our lives, which then will bring forth more wisdom to us and better circumstances and situations. At the end of the day, we have to make better decisions in our own lives in order to expect better. This is crazy, y'all. It really is, but we're gonna talk about it today. I'm gonna play the jingle. I'm gonna let some people get in the room, and this might be a disturbing one, but we're gonna talk about it today. I got some things to get off my chest. I know you guys want to talk about some things. I have fans and followers who going through marriage problems. Some of my fans are in marriages right now, striving their best to work through it and do what, you know, marriage is called for. It's to death do us part, right? And it's crazy, man. It's just crazy how we don't get it. We don't understand. But give me a second. We're gonna talk about it. Let's play the jingle a little bit.
Yep. Hello everybody out there.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. I did that. Give me a minute.
Yep. Hello everybody out there. Okay. I am the one and only. And if there is another, then he must be a phony. Yeah, he must be the phony. Cause you already know me. right here's for all my cashiers. The homie no cash. I am the one and only. And if there is another, then he must be the phony. And he's full of baloney, cause y'all.
I like that, man. Let's talk about it. I like that, bro. You phony with no money. I like that, bro. We gonna talk about it.
Then do your thing with no cash. Cause ain't no cash. I know cash. So you can hang with no cash. Even if you ain't got no cash. Just keep it the same with no cash. Cause ain't no cash. I know cash. Hello everybody out there in YouTube world. I am the homie No Cash. Yep, the one and only. If there's another, he's phony because you already know me.
One more time, y'all. I like that, man. I like that. I just really like that. I did it for y'all, and I love it.
Hello everybody out there. The homie No Cash. I am the one and only. And if there is another, then he must be a phony. Yeah, he must be the phony. Cause you already know me. And this right here's for all my cashiers. The homie No Cash. I am the one and only. And if there is another, then he must be the phony. And he's full of baloney. Cause you already know me. Yeah, already know that. You know you can hang with no cash. That's even if you ain't got no cash. And do your thing with no cash. Cause ain't no cash. I know cash. So you can hang with no cash. Even if you ain't got no cash. Just keep it the same with no cash. Cause ain't no cash. I know cash. Hello everybody out there in YouTube world. I am the homie No Cash. Yep, the one and only. If there's another, he's the phony because you already know me.
Say hello to Mr. Make Sense. When I put this on right here, I think I'm gonna put this on when it's time to make sense. When it's the judge and the jury, and we trying to get to the bottom of truths and facts, the facts of life. Information about life is the only thing that can enrich us enough to get our knowledge up to where as though we can apply that knowledge to make a better life, to make a better experience in our lives. So with that being said, I saw somebody in there say, my wife is, let me go back. Boy, I saw it. Boy, I got to go back to that. I love to hear men talk about their good wives, bro. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. Hold on. Where you at, bro? You went away. Boy, I know I saw it. It was you phony with no money. Boy, you took it away. Boy, you ain't got no wife. Man, you ain't here lying, man. Why you lying like that, man? Listen, I was excited for you. Boy, I was about to let you call in on the Hotline Bling and tell me all about your beautiful wife and how she acts. Because let me tell you something. This is not me bashing wives. This is not me uplifting husbands. And even if the husband needs to be checked in the marriage, let's check him. That's what counseling is for. That's why you have to work through marriages. Do everybody out here know, everybody under the sound of my voice know this, that marriages, if you decide to get married, or if you're in a relationship, or if you're in a commitment or an engagement or anything that even leads to a marriage, do you know that marriage is some of the hardest work that you will ever do in your life? You won't do a job or anything in your life as hard as the work that you will do if you strive to be married. Do y'all know that? Let me roll my windows down. I really don't like to do my talks with the window down because I'm rather loud. But we're gonna talk about this thing, man. Let me turn the car off. I don't want no disruptions. Because I just went yesterday. We're not gonna make this a personal thing about me, right? Because I want to open up. I'm opening up the phone lines. This is the Hotline Bling. I want to know what you guys think. Hell, I know I'm Mr. Make It Make Sense. I am the judge, right? But I don't know it all. I know what the law is, right? I know what's right. I stand for righteousness. If you took vows to someone, whether they're right or wrong, whether that person is good or bad, you took the vows, right? And so if you took the vows, you have to be loyal to what you took, what you said. You got to be loyal to self first, because when you went into the marriage, it was just one you and one her. But when y'all come together, y'all become one. How many of y'all in the comment section understand that? Let's get some understanding before we talk about what I'm about to talk about. Do y'all know that by yourself, you are by yourself? But once you get married, y'all become one body. Like your right side and your left side, this will be, if your wife is your right hand, this is your wife, and this is you, and y'all come together to make one body. Do y'all know that? Okay, yes, we become one. See, I'm gonna deal with y'all today. I got time today, because y'all gonna help me, and I'm gonna help y'all. Listen, I want everybody to, in the comment section, all my grown cashiers and cashiers that's grown about this. We gonna be 21 about it. Look, we got 21 likes right now, but we gonna be 21 about this, because when you 21, you're grown. So let's all be 21 now. This ain't for the kids. All the kids get off the live, shut it down. Parents, take the phone away, shut off the TV, shut off the iPad. This is grown folks conversation right here, and the phone lines are open. We gonna get healing in our communities if it kills us, starting today. Now, I don't want y'all to insinuate anything. I don't want y'all to assume anything. This is not about me per se and my personal life. No, 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 no. It's not. Listen, this is about marriage and divorce. This is about understanding what marriage truly is. Are you fit for marriage? And marriage is monogamy. It's monogamous. If you're not Islamic, or your faith does not permit you to be married to more than one, it's pretty much monogamy in America. That's why marriages is here. It's trying to limit men to just one woman by paper, per law. Am I married? Yes, sir, I'm married, but I'm about to be divorced, because I'm not going to say I married the wrong woman. I chose what I chose, and who I chose is not choosing me. Who I chose won't a knight in shining armor. She want him to have everything that she wants him to have already. She don't want them to work towards anything, and she wants to be treated like a queen by him without going through anything to teach him how the queen wants to be treated. You know, I'm yes, to answer your question, yes, I'm married, but I'm about to be divorced because my wife wants a divorce from me. And I just signed the divorce papers that she wanted last Sunday. No, Sunday before last. No, last Sunday. And now I just mailed them off to her yesterday. So I am not technically divorced yet. I am gonna make it known on record right now, I'm not for the divorce. I did not want the divorce. I did not give up on my wife. I'm still not giving up. Out of all of the potential women that's on my live that would love to have me as their mate, that would love to say, hey, come on, kNOWCASH, you can live with me right now, knowing I'm struggling, I would never disrespect the vows that I took to my wife, even though she's not respecting the vows that she took with me, even though she don't value the vows that she took for me. I'm letting you guys know, every woman under the sound of my voice, this is not about my wife. This is not about my marriage. But we're going to talk about it because I've been married. I'm married now. Like I said, I sent her the divorce papers on yesterday, and I called to let her know that they were sent. Made sure I had the right address. And I made sure she knew that this is not something that I'm with, but I'm giving you what you want. So with that being said, yes, I'm married, sir, but about to be divorced if my wife go through with it. And the way things is looking, she's going to go through with it very fast because she got everything she need. Now, I'm not going to be her hold up. I'm not going to hold on to someone that don't want to be held. Because sometimes holding on to something too hard, holding on to something for too hard, ow, ooh, it can hurt your hand. It can hurt you. It can tear you all up. It can tear you up. It can probably even break your arm if you hold it long enough. It might just break you all up just because you holding on too tight. Now, am I giving up on my marriage? No. I'm a strong ass man and I die hard. Let me tell you something. Ain't nobody in my family get divorced. I'm just gonna be real with y'all. I don't know that. I didn't grow up with that. My grandmama was the toughest cookie on the damn planet. Let me tell y'all something. Listen to me right now. I love that woman and she loved me to death, right? Raised me with everything I know. Taught me everything I know. She was very wise. But let me tell you something about my grandma. She was an evil somebody if you piss her off. If you didn't give her what she wanted or what she was expecting, she would tell you just how it is. She had a tongue that would slice your ass up. She did not play at all. She loved me to death. And she gave me that tongue sometimes, but only sometimes. She was loving, nurturing to me. That was the only experience, the first experience of ultimate love that I ever experienced. But my grandmama was hell on wheels to my granddaddy. Listen to me, what I'm trying to show y'all, what I saw. So you won't try to make it seem like I will give up on a marriage, or I'm weak, or I don't know how to stay committed to some vows. I'm a strong ass dude. My skin is thick. I'm cut from a different kind of cloth. My granddaddy was one of the nicest men that I think about it now that I ever met in my life. I don't mean he was nice to me. He was firm. He was a manly man, but he didn't get loud. He didn't get mad. I only saw him cry one time in my life. That was when his baby son died, which is my Uncle Kookie. My mama baby brother, everybody's baby brother. He was the baby. And when he died first. Everybody was sad. And my granddaddy was so sad. So one time I saw him break out and cry. It wasn't even a damn cry, y'all. I don't know what that was. It was like he released some sorrow and cried because he lost his baby son. And other than that, I've never seen my granddaddy show emotions. He prayed and taught the fire out of people. He had a blessing in his life where God blessed him with a spiritual power that when people get burnt, he was a special godly man that they will call him to come and pray and touch the people's burn and pray over it. And he called it touching the fire out of them. And he would pray. And after he prayed for the burn, the people would not even feel burnt anymore. The burn will be there, but the people will say, I don't even feel burnt. Hospitals will call my granddaddy to come and touch the fire out of people because of the trauma burns that they have. Now, just to show you enough about my granddad, he was a godly man, had God, Jesus on the main line. He was good in society, prayed over people, women, kids, guys, everybody got burnt. So you would think that his wife would be like, you know, you going out here with these other women, you praying over people. My grandmama respected him in his godly mission, but she was hell on wheels when it came to my granddaddy being her husband. Now, what I saw, I'm only saying that to say to y'all, I am not a quitter. I never seen people run. I ain't seen men leave crazy women. My grandma would be considered to be a crazy woman in the relationship because she gave my granddaddy pure T hell. Hell, la, 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 with about 10 L's on the end, right? I saw it with my own eyes. I done said it plenty of times, boy, if I was my granddad, I couldn't do it. Boy, I couldn't do it. If I was my granddad, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it, right? Now, saying all of that to say, my granddaddy did it for over 60 years. Over 60 years married to a woman, and watch this. Loved the woman so much, he was perfectly healthy when I left these streets to go to prison. I knew he would be here when I got back because he was a grown man, strong, ambitious, brave, courageous all of my life. Taught me everything I know. Raised all of his kids up until they was damn it grown. He never cut them off when they was 18. He raised all of them as my mama, the baby, the oldest. My Uncle Earl just told y'all on a video, his daddy sent him money when he was living in a cardboard box in California. He told y'all this. I didn't even know this. He told me this on camera. My grown-ass granddaddy sent his son the money to come home. Son, come home. So this is what I come from. Just wanting y'all to know this, right? Now, my grandparents took care of their kids all the way up until they were grown. Stayed with his wife all the way up until, check this out, y'all, till death did them part. My grandmama died first. Hot damn a bear. Let me show y'all something how much my granddaddy loved my grandmama. Although she gave him puny hell, right? Although she gave him that, he stuck by her side. He took very good care of her. My grandma couldn't drive. She ain't never wanted for a car or whether wanted to go somewhere. He took on trips upon trips, took me with him. We went everywhere as a kid. Our waters as well mixed because of my grandma wanted to visit places. And granddaddy took me and my sister Tay with them. So we know what we talking about. Now, with that being said, my granddaddy died when I was in prison and my grandmama died first. My granddaddy got so lovesick. He was so sick that his wife was gone. The woman that treated him, to me, I thought she was hard on him. To me, I thought that was tough. And boy, I wouldn't have a woman like that. You know, granddaddy crazy. Boy, I mean, I probably would have been gone. My granddaddy dealt with every bit of it. Took great care of her. Never cheated on her. I ain't heard about no cheating. No outside babies. And y'all know back in the days, older men was having them outside babies. Y'all know that. He worshiped the ground she walked on, but check this out. She treated him like she wanted to treat him. I'm talking about she was very selfish. My grandma, I know and I love her, and I'm going to just tell the truth. But watch this. He accepted all and took it on the chin. He took it all on the chin and loved his wife in spite of how she did him. He saw through the ugliness and saw the beauty in his wife and stayed with her for over 60-something years and died with her. And check this out. Wasn't nothing wrong with my granddaddy when my grandmama was sick. She was all kind of problems. Diabetic, high blood pressure, blood sugar, got a toe cut off, got a leg cut off. All kinds of things, bro. All kinds of things. My grandmama had sicknesses. I love her to death. She even made me do wrong things for her, like go get pork skins for her when the doctor told her the pork will kill you, ma'am. Don't do this to yourself. This is what she made me do. I had to tell her, Grandma, for the one time I'm gonna disrespect you, I ain't going to go get no more pork skins because it's killing you. And you will not get me to help kill you. But this is the woman in my life. I want to show y'all how women will do you. They will get what they want at all costs. Even if it costed my grandmama her death, she still pressured me as her grandbaby who loved her, who would miss her, who did not want her to die, who wanted her to be healthy ever since I was 14 years old when I stopped eating pork, and begged her to stop eating pork and it would kill her, and she didn't. And now on her last days, she want to force me to go buy pork skins to continue to kill her. And I told her no. No. Now I say all of that to say, this is the woman in my life that taught me everything that I know and love. And she knew how to provoke me to even help her do the wrong thing and to do a bad thing to herself. Son, go get me some pork skins. The phone lines are open. Now, I'm telling y'all this story to say, my grandmama was far from perfect. But my granddaddy was a damn angel. My granddaddy was he one of the baddest men I ever seen. Cause I would have never ever stayed that long with a woman like my grandmama treated him. She treated me like a king, like a prince. But like she treated him and ran that man around and ran that man over like a hen-picked chicken, I thought I never would have did it. But I saw it as an example. I saw him do it with an uplifted head, took it on the chin. His wife died first, and he was so lovesick for the lady. He couldn't live long after that himself, because he gave all of him to my grandmama. And what this video right here is to everybody is about is marriages and divorce. And in order for marriages to really work, you're going to have to give a lot of yourself. You're going to have to give a lot of yourself in a marriage. But I'm going to tell you something. Never, ever, 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 ever give all of yourself in a marriage. Never give all of yourself. Do y'all want to talk to me now? I'm looking at the comment sections. Do y'all want to input? Y'all can intersect and interject, and we can talk. We can do what we need to do to find these answers, because damn it, we gonna help each other. This ain't about me. This ain't about my grandmama. This ain't about my granddaddy. This is about marriages and divorces. How important are they to you? What do you believe in? Do you have what it takes for marriage? Do you know it's death do us part? Are you ready? And if you're not, stay away from relationships and commitments. Stay away from monogamy. You're living a lie. You're trying to put the square into the triangle hole, and it will never damn it work. Let's talk about it, people. The phone lines are open. Are you fit for marriage? Do you know it means ups and downs? Do you know it means good and bad? Do you know it means for rich, or even if we poor, ooh, we ain't got no money, we ain't got no way to live, you still can stay with your husband or your wife when you don't have money or no way to live together? Can you do that? A lot of people answering fast. A lot of people, it's easier said than done. Look, my wife said yes. My wife said I do, December the 19th. And right now we're getting divorced before December the 19th came again. Less than a year, she realized her ass ain't ready. And look, I'm not bashing her. And it's me. Remember I told y'all, it ain't even me, it's us. We're one, we're married. I'm the right hand, she's the left hand. We go together. To me, she's my right hand, I'm the left hand. We one body, we go together. But watch, the body is down. Man down, the whole body is down. Now who's the reason? She'll say, oh, he's the reason. Oh, he didn't. Oh, I can say she's the reason. Oh, why she didn't do? Oh, she's leaving me. One body. Name the blame nowhere. Fix it. That's what marriages is about. I'm gonna answer this line and we're gonna talk about it today.
To accept, press 1.
Peace and love. Caller, welcome on the line. You are talking to the homie KNOWCASH. State your name and where you're calling from, please. We're happy to have you here.
Yes, sir. It's Brandon Pittman, man. I'm calling from Huntsville, Alabama, man. I just want to tell you, you've been a blessing to my life. I just want to say this topic is very good. I thought that I was ready. I was 20 years old. I thought that I was ready, but I wasn't ready. I wasn't quite ready, and dealing with it on a daily, divorce. Yes, sir. Most definitely. And
so you dealing with divorce right now, brother?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm glad you called. I'm glad you called, and I'm gonna let you talk. Get right back to what you're saying. But another guy reached out to me, man, much like you, and this is shocking to me, man. He going through a divorce, and he's saying he messed up too, just like you. And he wasn't ready. But now, man, he's so ready, and he's so remorseful, and he want to get it right. And guess what? The wife is not fit for him. She ain't ready to let him do it again. It's like she giving up on the vows, and the vows are good or bad. It's rich or for poor. It's sickness and in health. You don't just leave when shit get bad.
Yes, sir. See, that's exactly what you're saying, and you know what I mean. That's strength right there. You know what I mean. 'Cause that's when I felt failure. You know what I mean. When the paper came in the mail, that's when I felt failure. And like you said, as a real man, you gonna feel something. You gonna feel that hurt and pain because it's failure. It's just like school, a football, or music, or whatever people want to do. But you got to continue to press forward and press through it, like you said.
Because you don't want to be a loser.
Yes, sir.
Watch this, brother. I have a winning spirit. And ever since my wife been talking divorce back in damn April or May, you know what I was, the average man, bro, don't want to be married. Let's just be real. The average man don't want to be tied down. Let's just be honest. It's easy. It's easy to leave a relationship for most men. That's why they cheat. Because half of them don't give a damn about the commitment. I'm not saying they don't give a damn about the woman. We care about the women. We love to sex the women. We love to entertain the women. We love to get the milk from the cow without having to have to buy the whole cow. You see what I'm saying?
Yes,
but watch this. I'm showing that it's easy to leave a woman. I'm showing that it's even in a relationship. Hell, they don't even have her. They're messing with 4 and 5 of them at the same time. So how could you be contemplating or focus on one when you got 5?
Most definitely.
So now at the end of the day, we speaking real here. And I'm glad you called in and being real, brother, because our situations are different, but I feel your pain. And here's what I'm going to tell you. You sitting on the phone and you being man enough to call in on a line that's open worldwide for the world to hear you say, I fucked up, I messed up, and I wanted to get it right. And I'm going through a divorce and it hurts. And I'm going to tell you why it hurts. You don't even have to tell me. It hurts you because you are a man that you're not perfect. And you wanted to keep up to your vows, and you probably tried hard. But you just said you wasn't ready. And you know that.
Yes.
But
Yes,
after making a mistake, brother, the wife that you chose should not have been a wife that leave you after the first couple of mistakes.
That's powerful.
Listen to what I'm trying to show you. I want you to understand, brother, when you get off this phone, don't you feel no more failure. Don't you feel like you are the blame by yourself. Don't you carry the burden of that divorce alone, because if you're putting up every ounce of energy in you to keep it alive, if you trying everything that you can try to make sure your wife knows that you're not giving up on her and you want to give love a try, it's not your fault. Give yourself a pat on the back.
I appreciate that.
Brother,
I appreciate that. Most definitely.
brother, I'm here. That's why we having this discussion. Listen, that's why I'm having this discussion. Brother, listen to me. Hear me. And I'm not saying that you didn't fail with your wife, because if the marriage failed, you failed and she failed. But you are trying to keep it alive. You're trying to be remorseful. You were sorry. I imagine you was apologetic with your words and your actions. See, because apologies mean nothing if it don't come with changed behavior. See?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So,
yes, sir.
I imagine, brother.
The crazy thing, it really didn't have anything to do with the relationship. We was in love, but it was the outside thing. You know how oftentimes you talk about the outsiders and the outside things. That's what really hindered us. We came into an agreement and we decided together, you know, but I felt like I messed up because I'm not married. I lost the person that I made vows with.
Hold up.
And that was the key.
Let me help you. You are not married, and you did lose the person that you took vows to. But watch this, brother. I want to teach you something and myself something. I'm about to lose the person I took vows to, and I feel that's where we the same at. Let me show you something. It don't matter the reason, brother. It don't matter who did what, brother. Whether you fucked up or your wife fucked up. It was a fuck up and it's causing y'all whole marriage to be fucked up. Now,
Yes, sir.
now you failed, whether it was her fault or your fault.
Right.
Right? Now watch this. I want you to get off of fault. You see? Because we'll never fix nothing stuck on fault. That's where my wife is right now. In her mind,
Wow.
in her mind, she's stuck on whose fault it is for things going downhill with us. When things hit the fan in a marriage, it's not about whose fault it is. It's about who's going to be the first to fucking put their hands on the damn problem to fix it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Who's going to be the first? Now watch this.
I'm thankful.
I know some men out here on this live, and I hope they call in, damn it. Don't be scared, y'all. Men don't call in much, but damn, we trying to help this shit. Y'all gotta help. I know it's some men out there that can vouch for this, that can say that they have been in a relationship or in a marriage or in an engagement where they have given their all till it was none left, and the lady left they black ass and used them up. Call in and tell the truth about this. Because what I want us to see,
Thank you for your time and patience.
brother, I am very patient with you with this because I am going through this. And watch this. It ain't bothering me anymore the way that it's bothering you or the way that it has bothered me. Because watch this. I'm not a alien. Well, yes, I am. I'm not from this earth, but I'm still human. And
Yes, sir.
I have feelings. And watch this. I was raised by women. So I'm so much in my feelings. I'm more in my feelings than the average man. So I'm going to tell a woman when she doing me wrong. I'm going to tell her what she doing wrong. Hell, I'm even dumb enough to try to work with her through it to try to fix it. Because I know she ain't perfect. And you ain't going to never find a perfect woman or a perfect man. You can find someone that is willing to work towards perfection with you. And the only way that you guys can do that is to learn each other's flaws and each other's powers. And you have to strengthen each other where you're weak. That's why it's your damn fault for who you choose. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to me. I'm talking to everybody listening. If you get out there and you choose a woman because she got a fat old ass, though, dog, or because she got some big old titties, though, dog, or because she looks good, or because she's tall, or because she's a trophy, you a fool. Because I'm going to tell you something. Most of the women that I've had in my life, and I was a woman man. Look here, man. I've had my share of women. And I'm talking about bad ones. I was a sucker for the light-skinned ones. And if they're beautiful, I'm a dummy. So now watch this.
Oh my God.
Watch this, though. I'm not that anymore, brother. I went through that shit so long, I got tired. And guess what I realized? It's the prettiest, most, fabulous ones that's gonna put your ass through the most shit. And they are, in my experiences, they are the emptiest women on the planet because all they know to do is use their looks and their body to pull a man. And watch this. It's so easy to get a man with that stuff. You can get good men, you can get bad men, you can get retarded men, you could get men who don't know how to treat you, men that beat you up, men that got AIDS, all kind of men like women. So if all women is looking for is to use their looks to get a man, that's what a lot of women are getting. They're getting men, but they're not getting the right man. And men have to take accountability for the type of women that we're choosing. For instance, brother, I just got off the phone with my wife. I done told her I signed the papers, and I done sent her the papers. They're in the damn mail. Now, I no longer have any control over whether we be married or not. But I let her know, even after the papers, brother, is signed, I'm not for this divorce. I took vows, and they said, till death do me part. And I know, listen, brother, And I want you to hear this because my situation is way different from yours. You saying you fucked up, and I don't want you to tell me how you fucked up. You already admitted it to your wife. You already admitted it to God, and you admitted it to yourself. And you right here on this live admitting it. You don't have to tell us what you did and why. You fucked up, you was remorseful, and you was willing to work through it. Your wife is showing you the attributes of a person who is not a good wife. Now, I don't know your wife. We're not going to sit here and bash your wife. She's not here to defend herself, to tell her story. I'm here to tell you that in my marriage, brother, as a man that done been through shit in my life with fine ass women, some of the best women in the world. I done had women from all walks of life, successful women, women with money, women with high accolades on jobs, all of this. And let me tell you something, brother. I ain't never tried to be in a woman's life the way that I tried to be with my wife, because I've never took vows to no other woman except my wife. So now watch this. Even though I just got off the phone with my wife telling her what I'm telling you and telling y'all what I'm telling her, my wife is not stopping to think that maybe we should give it a second. Now, I don't care whether she give us a second shot or not. Well, I'm being honest with you now. I done been through this shit for so long, bro, since April, right? I ain't my granddaddy. I just knew that by watching my granddaddy, it's going to take some tolerance from me. It's going to take some willpower, some strength, and it's not going to be easy. So I gave it a shot from May all the way up until I put my John Hancock on them damn divorce papers, bro. Because even my wife wasn't with me when I signed them divorce papers. It was my Uncle Earl and a notary public. And the notary public don't know me. She was a Caucasian lady. And she say, oh, you gonna get married? You going through it? She said, y'all ain't tried counseling? I said, ma'am, I tried. I asked my wife. She ain't trying. She don't want it. She's want this divorce. And let me ask you, what you think I should do? I say, should I not give her the divorce? Should I wait till I prolong it? I mean, this woman really wants this divorce. She then went to the degree of sending it to me after I'm telling her, let's work through it. What should I do? That lady say, well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel your pain and I see that you're willing to give it a shot. But if she's this adamant about it and she didn't send you the paperwork, she said there's really nothing more you can do. And I said to myself, she's right. So now, even though it hurt to hear her say that, even though it hurt for me to come to terms with that, I grabbed a hold of it and I said, okay, I'm gonna sign this paper. I'm gonna go ahead and give her what she wants and record it and let the world see and let her know it is done. Now watch this, bro. I mailed the papers off yesterday. Technically, we're still married. But you know the average man, remember I told you a man don't want to be married?
Right.
Remember I told you it's easy for a man to cheat in a relationship. That's why he cheat, because he want a fresh pack of pussy. He don't want to keep eating the same cracker. You know, the same old cracker gets stale, see? He want a fresh cracker. He want it to be crispy. And I ain't saying he's right or wrong. What I'm saying is, it's known for men to do this to women. They don't give a damn. Men don't care. They're heartless, some of us, right? Now, it's easy to do that. Here it is. My John Hancock is already on the damn paper. Technically, I'm already divorced. All she got to do is receive it and turn it in. And I'm on the phone still talking to her as a husband. Still, watch this. Since I've been married to my wife, I haven't sexed not another woman in my life. She's been treating me bad for 5 months of our marriage, and I still ain't went out and slept on her. She been living in New York for half of our marriage, and I couldn't sex her, and I still ain't slept with nobody. Look, before I married my wife, I was celibate for 2 whole years, ain't sex nobody. Right now it's 44 minutes and 44 seconds. I'm sorry, but when I see those numbers, they speak to me. I have to do something. I'm going to pause this for a quick second, and we'll get right back to what we was talking about. Right after these messages, I'll be right back. Everything that I ever wanted will be given to me. I have the best life, health, wealth, success. I am prosperous in all of my endeavors. I am building an empire to leave behind a legacy to take care of my family, immediate and extended, for generations and generations and generations to come. My cup will runneth over, and the overflow shall be for the homeless, the underprivileged youth, and the people on my peripheral that's helping me to push forward towards productivity and progression. Knowing that these things is coming to fruition for me, for my mother, father, Lord, God, source, assured me that if I stay aligned with it, it will send me other blue dot alignment with resources to help me manifest my heart's desires with righteous intent. Kum fayakum, kum fayakum, kum fayakum. Be, and so it is. Be the change that you wish to see. Hallelujah! In the holy name of the Most High Yahweh, peace and love.
Yes, sir.
Peace and love, brother. Did you hang up?
Yes, sir.
You did?
I thought you were saying we was gonna come.
Nah, brother. You stay right where you are. God made you call, and let me tell you a secret. You probably the only person that's gonna call in. Let me tell you how I know. Unless it's another woman who's been treated badly by a man in a marriage, and she's willing to talk about it because women know how to talk. But I need you for the men. Don't you leave me. I'm gonna set this phone down, and I'm gonna let you talk some, because I want them to hear from you. They always hearing from me, and my opinion is strong, brother. My perception is enriched. And my perspective sometimes can consume people, and they think I know it all. But you calling in saying you fucked up. You calling in saying you know it was kind of your fault, and you was remorseful and sorry and apologetic, and you want to get it right. But you sad because your wife left you, and even in the divorce, you still saying, boy, you feel like a failure, and you wanted it to work. So that's what they need to hear. Women like to hear that kind of shit. Hold on, don't you go no way. Now, stay right there, brother. I want to say something that I was saying first. See, me as a man, I look like a wimp when I say I want to be with my wife and I didn't want to get divorced, and I still want to be with it and make it work. To the average mind, I'm gonna say average. Now I ain't gonna even degrade them. To the average mind, that could look like a weak man, because it's so easy to go and cheat or to pacify yourself temporarily and go get you a temporary woman to get, do you know how they say, you know how you get over one woman?
Yeah, most definitely.
You get under another one. This is what I've been told growing up, and I was a womanizer. I ain't had no problems getting women. Hell, today I ain't got no problems getting women. I feel like a fool right now, right? Because here it is, I'm being strong to my marriage that my wife has given up on. I'm being faithful to vows that my wife has given up on. I'm shutting down women that I know love and want me and would do above and beyond for me, better than my wife has, right? But I'm not discrediting my vows or my wife, even though I've already signed divorce papers. But now I'm saying that just to say, I ain't saying that to say to give me no cool points. I'm saying that to show that I have all of the attributes of a man who's really real about taking vows, who's really not trying to give up on the relationship, even when it's not him. When it's so easy to go out here and go to the strip club if I want to, or go find me a woman if I want to, or recruit me a woman that can treat me right. Hell, it's some already in line, bro. It ain't like no women don't like me. You get what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
So getting all that out, because it's some women on this live right now that if I say, hey, I want to come live with you, I'm tired of riding around in my car sleeping, they will open up their doors and let me come stay, and they don't know me from a can of paint. Now ask yourself this: how would it make you feel if a stranger woman would allow you to live with them that never met you, you never did or prove anything to them except for by video, and they will open their doors and let you live with them when your wife couldn't find the strength, the know-how, or the whatever it took to open up her doors or to make the move?
I feel like God gave you a gift. That's a gift, because you got the ability to show your spirit. See, a lot of people, they have to seek their spirit. Like, you can't just look at, sometimes you can't just look at a goose and determine that's a goose when you're young, when you have no idea what it is. You know what I mean? You look at a goose, you might call it a duck when you're young, because you don't know about the difference between a goose and a duck. You just notice the beat. But women have that. I feel like whoever that is, they have the source to see your spirit. They can see your spirit. That's a gift God gave you.
Wow,
to show
man.
your spirit.
Hey, man, I'm going to tell you something, though. What this topic is not about to bash women, and it's not about to bash men, because truthfully, right, in most situations of divorce, I will go ahead and say it's probably the man's fault most times. Just like you calling in now saying you fucked up, right? Right? Now, but at the end, that's a fact, right? But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter whether it's a fact. It matters that God designed vows for that reason. It doesn't matter who didn't keep the vows. He said, for better or for worse, rich or for poor, sickness and in health, because he knew that there was going to be ups and downs in a marriage. He knew that you are not going to go out here and go and find a perfect woman or a perfect man. I don't care if you go and find a man or a woman with everything that you think that they should have, that you said that they should have before you get them. They can have all of that and more. When you meet them, you're still going to have to get to know them. You're going to have to dislike them, like them, compromise, find out things about them, coexist, live around them, learn them, and watch this, and tolerate them. Because the perfect person in the world that you think gonna come in your life, gonna still get on your nerves, gonna still aggravate you and not do what you want them to do. They're gonna still be their own individual person with their own individual character, with their own individual likes and dislikes. And you might want them to sit down, and they might want to stand up, and you might want them to take that off, and they might want to put that on, and you might want them to eat this, and they might want to eat that, and you might want to go this place, and they might want to go that place. And you're gonna have to be someone that understands how to fucking compromise.
Yeah, yes sir. Yes sir. That's a fact.
So,
that's a fact.
Now, I know what the issue is with marriages and divorces. And it's what we're talking about right now. At the root of every divorce, there's lack of compromise from someone.
Yep. Yes sir. Yes,
now,
sir.
I want to shut up. I want to shut up, brother, because like I told you, look, they listening now. They're saying exactly, yep, and they're on my side. But I'm going to shut up, because the moment I say something that they don't agree with, they're going to crucify my ass. Now, I want you to talk. I said at the root of every divorce, there is lack of compromise. And I know that to be a fact, Jack, because my wife ain't compromising worth a damn. And I chose the wrong woman, I feel like, because of her weaknesses. And don't you know, every time on that phone, I don't get on the phone and call her weak. I get on the phone and try to strengthen her. I get on the phone and say, you know, babe, this is weak attributes of a woman, of a wife. You need to be stronger than that. I say, I know you stronger than that. And I don't try to motivate her for me. I don't try to motivate her so I can have a wife. Hell, I'm really feeling like a damn fool, because if my motivation is very good, and I know I'm very influential because I'm an influencer, and if I happen to influence her ass to say she's not going to divorce me, then guess what, y'all? I got a goddamn problem to deal with. You see how that works? Because it ain't going to fix itself just because she say, okay, I'm not going to turn the divorce papers in. I still got to work with her ass to fix this fucking shit.
Oh my God, you said something there.
Now I'ma shut up. Since you think I said something, hold on, bro, hold on. Since you think I said something, and you the man that's going through the divorce, and you the man that did wrong, and I ain't did shit wrong. Well, I did some wrong, not no cheating on nobody. My wife complains about me the way I talk to her. I talk hood. I say motherfucker. I call her nigga sometimes. I call girls niggas. I say hey bruh to girls. Damn it, that's just how I grew up, right? But I work on it. I let her change me. I compromise. I change myself for her.
For the whole time. So, you know, at the end of the day, those are small things. Those are things that can be adjusted with the conversation. You know what I mean? Like, that's why a lot of, you know, a lot of times people are scarred. Women, men, it don't matter, because they hold themselves accountable, and even for the small things, you know what I mean? But like you said, I got to get out of that, you know, that mind state of, thinking that it was all me. You know what I mean?
Let me tell you what I'm about to tell you, brother, so you'll understand. This is for you. I know everybody listening, and watch this. Really, I'm focusing on you because you called in, and I appreciate you for calling in. It take a strong man to stand out, brother, and say, I fucked up, and I did wrong, and I feel remorseful about it. And even though my wife divorced me, and it's easy to go on and find me and get up under another woman and pacify myself, I'm going to say it live on TV. I fucked up, and I want my wife to hear that I fucked up. You're a great man for that, brother. But here's what I'm going to tell you. Don't you beat yourself up. And listen to this. You're going to understand this because I'm going to make it plain and simple. You know how Jesus used parables to teach people? You know, he knew you wouldn't understand. You know, he knew people wouldn't understand that, hey, y'all ain't perfect. So why y'all talking about stoning this lady because she did something wrong? He knew he couldn't make no sense to these people about that. So guess what he did? He used a parable. And he told them, they said, Jesus. They was trying to set Jesus up, really. Let me be honest with you. They was trying. He said he was the Son of God and that he was the divine man. And that he was sent to help them and give them messages, much like myself. And the people were trying to discredit him. They were trying to say he's really not the Son of God, and we're going to prove it. So they try to set him up. They went and got a lady who committed wrongdoings. And the sin for the wrongdoings that the lady did required to be stoned to death. This is what the law said, that what the lady did, by law, she should have been stoned to death. Now, what Jesus did, they brought the lady to Jesus. And they said, okay, we got him now. He gonna have to say, stone her, because if he don't say stone her, we can say he's not the Son of God because he's gone against the laws of the land. And watch this. Or, if he don't say stone her, we got him because he's going against the laws of the land. And the laws of the land say, if someone do this crime, we should stone them. Guess what Jesus did, young man? You want to know?
Yes, sir.
Jesus let them put the lady up there in front of everybody. He saw through the trick without even telling them. And he knew their ass still needed help too, because they was trying to trick him. And guess what he knew? Anybody who set out to trick somebody only gonna trick yourself. So he felt sorry for their ass too. So guess what he did? Used the parable to not only save the lady, not only teach them, but he saved himself too. He saved his grace. They say, what should we do, Jesus, with this lady that has did this wrong thing that's punishable by stoning her to death? Jesus said, okay, y'all right. Y'all right. Here's what we're going to do. Put her up there. And we're going to put some stones down here on the ground. And what I'm going to tell y'all is, y'all right. We shall stone her to death. But he that is without sin out here shall be the first to do it.
Yes, sir.
And guess what, brother? There was no one out there without sin. They all was sinners. So who the hell was going to fault the lady and stone the lady? Who felt that they was bad enough to do it? Only Jesus was qualified, and he wasn't going to do it. Now, I said that to say, I'm going to learn you something why it ain't your fault. I'm going to use a parable to teach you. And I know you wise enough to get it. And when you get off this phone with me, if nobody else on this live don't get a damn thing from what we talking about, because half of them ain't married anyway. Half of them don't know the attributes of commitments and how hard work and what it can be. Half of them, and I ain't saying that about the people who are, because if you are, kudos to you. Salute to your grind. You know the job, right? But a lot of these people don't understand it's hard damn work being in relationships. It's hard work being in a commitment. And therefore, it's some of the toughest damn work you're going to ever do in your life if you're thinking about getting married. And if you ain't with the right damn person and you on this live right now, if you engaged or if you thinking about it, I'm telling you, you better damn it think twice, long and hard, whether you got the right person or not. You could be ready. But you better make sure you got the right person. And the right person ain't a perfect person. The right person don't mean you ain't gonna go through trials and tribulations, ups and downs. The right person just mean they ain't gonna leave your ass real easily when the trials and tribulations come. Because if you got that kind of person, I don't give a damn what you do or say, you ain't gonna keep them, and you will be a failure. So take accountability for the person that you choosing before you say I do, because in the end, it's gonna be y'all fault, not her fault. And if it's a woman that chose the wrong man, in the end, it's not that husband's fault, it's y'all's fault. And technically, lady, it's your fault because you chose the man. You chose him. So now, let me get back to that help to you, brother, because I know you need this. I feel your pain. Bro, I almost want to cry for you because you're somebody that understands that you're not perfect, and you understood that you wasn't ready for the marriage, and you did it anyway, and you made the mistake of infidelity or whatever you did. And I'm just assuming that you don't have to correct me. I'm just letting you know I understand you. But after your mistake, right, you're remorseful. You know that the reason why King David in the Bible was a man after God's own heart, it said in the Bible that King David was a man after God's own heart. God didn't say that about no other man in the Bible. And don't you know David was one of the worst criminals on the face of the earth. He was a king, but he was a bad king. He killed people to get their wives. He put men on the front line to die so he can have, he lust after their wife, and instead of just getting their wife the wrong, you know, just going over and cheat with her, he had them killed and didn't get their wife. This man was one of the most, he murdered people. I mean, all of the crimes you can think of, David probably did them, right? But he was a man after God's own heart. Why do you think the Bible said that David was a man after God's own heart? Just take a guess. Listen. No, listen. Don't be, you're not a Bible scholar. You probably don't even go to church. You don't have to answer this right. I just want to know what you think. Just put a little bit of intelligence in it and just tell me what you think.
Yes, sir.
Why do you think God said that a worse man like David, a bad man like David, would be a man after God's own heart?
Probably because he was he may have been remorseful in what he was doing.
You know what? You smart.
That he was wrong.
Listen, that's why I asked you the question, because I bet you ain't never even heard this story. I bet you don't even know nothing about this, but you was intelligent just now. Let me tell you what you did. You correct me if I'm wrong. I knew you knew the answer because I just told you the answer before I told you about David. I told you was very remorseful to your wife. And then you reflect and recollect back to that, and you was a smart guy. You say, you know, why is he asking me this? Maybe, and then I know it because you say maybe it was because David was remorseful. You know what that let me know?
Yeah.
You wasn't too sure about it, but you was smart enough to know that that might be what I was talking about because of what I said. But listen to this, bro.
Yes,
You're absolutely right. Watch this. The issue with David was he was a bad man, and we all are bad. The Bible tells us, and the Bible ain't all holy roly, and I learned from all books, the Quran, the Torah,
right.
Buddhism,
Right.
Taoism, Hinduism, Tantra, you name it. I don't believe it's a person on this live that is well educated in theology as me. And if you are, call in, let's talk, because I would love to educate, learn from you, and rub each other's minds up against each other. But let me tell you something, brother. It's crazy. Wow, bro. This is crazy. Thank you, God. It's a learning moment, man. David was a man after God's own heart, brother, because when David did wrong, every time he did wrong, his conscience got him, and he was very remorseful, and he turned away from that wicked thing that he did, and he asked God he seek God's face, meaning when he did wrong, he said to God, Father, forgive me. I have did wrong and I'm sorry for it. Help me get it right. And God helped him get it right. And he didn't keep making the same mistakes. He turned away from the mistakes and corrected life. So because of that, all his heart, God didn't judge him by all of the wrong that he was doing. God judged him by how he quickly found the problem, the solution, and was remorseful and desired strongly to fix it. You get it, brother?
Yes, sir.
So you are a man after God's own heart for being remorseful. You understand you did wrong. You understand you're not perfect. And guess what? Neither is your damn wife. What makes her think that she's deserving enough to leave you for one couple of little problems that you did? I don't know what they are, but she's not perfect either. You see how that works? But let me show you something. I'm gonna give you this parable to teach you something right here in front of everybody. And everybody might not get it because it ain't for them. But it's for you, brother, because I feel your pain. And you're gonna understand this parable, and I'm gonna make it make sense to even a fool. A marriage is like having one car, right? In this car that I'm in, the man is the head, so the Bible say. And it don't mean we the head to tell people what to do. Only reason why the Bible said the man is the head is because your head hold your damn brain, and your brain does the damn thinking. And men think reasonably and logically in all situations for the most part. Women are feelings and emotion. They're heart creatures. We are mind creatures. So when the Bible says the man is the head, it don't mean that we control everything and tell our women what to do. What it means is the man is supposed to be the thinker in the family and to think the family into a good situation. Now, I'm in this car in the driver's seat, son, and I'm the head. And over here in my passenger seat should be my wife, which will make us one full body, right? Or your wife, right? And so this is one car. The car is our marriage, a representation of our marriage. But don't you know that in the run of this car and us keeping up this car, which is the marriage, there's a whole lot of things that could go wrong. Don't you know that?
Yes, sir.
The alternator could go bad. The engine could get wrong. The battery could go bad. Hey, brother, it could be a simple problem wrong with the car that maybe you or I could fix, or it could be a major problem that you or I can't fix, but it can be fixed. It's just going to cost us something, right? But watch this. If you and your wife is a part of this one car, which is one marriage, and the battery go bad, whose problem is it, brother?
It's our problem. Both of our problems.
Now watch this. If the battery and the alternator go bad, whose problem is it?
It's our problem.
Watch this. Watch this.
It's our only.
Watch this. If the battery, the alternator, and the engine went bad. Now these are some major damn problems here, brother. Y'all about to lose this damn car. If the engine is bad. Now watch this. You fix the engine and you fix the alternator, but you at your last bit of money, your last bit of energy, and your last bit of resources, and you can't fix no more. You depleted. Y'all still got that water pump problem. Oh, I mean that battery problem, right? That's just a measly battery. If you can't do it because you've depleted yourself with all the big problems on the car, and your wife contributes nothing to do, nothing to help, nothing, and y'all lose the car because the battery wasn't fixed, do you blame yourself?
Yeah, I have.
Brother, you better not, because that's you taking full all accountability for everything in the marriage, and it's impossible for you to do that. Let me tell you what I mean. It takes two. It takes two, baby. It takes two, baby. Me and you. Ain't no way around it. I don't give a damn. Now watch this. Why that's crazy for you to blame yourself too is this. You have to think reasonably and logically. See, you probably been raised like it's your fault for everything because you the man. And that's a damn lie. If you don't really look at nature, nature is our first teacher. And see, in America, we've been trained ignorantly to think that women are supposed to be weak, not workers, not hard workers, not go-getters, not strong, and they're supposed to sit around and look pretty and let a man take care of them. And guess what? It could work for some girls if you got the looks. But guess what? Looks ain't everything, and even when that man gets you with them looks, your looks won't keep him. So, what I want you to understand is, brother, you did all you could do in the car situation. You fixed the biggest problems that was wrong with the car, even though you might have been the reason for the problem or the main part of the problems. You fixed that and more, and you gave all of yourself to your wife. And here's what I'm about to tell you, brother, that was your mistake. You never give all of yourself to anyone. And I know that might sound funny, but let me tell you what I mean. I'm gonna clarify it to you. When you give all of yourself to someone and they leave you, much like my wife is striving to do, because I'm not gonna say she's doing it yet. I'm not putting it out to the universe. I signed them papers. It ain't gonna be my fault. I ain't trying to hold on to your ass. I need a woman like I need a hole in my head. That means you really don't need one, right? But I want one. God made women for me, and I knew that if I worked together, you know, like when you get a dog, the dog don't know how to have manners in your house. The dog will piss all over everything and shit all over everything. But we so dumb and ignorant as people, and my wife is a dog lover. She got dog fur all over her house and cat fur too. She put up with the dogs and the cats. Now pay attention to what I'm saying. You let dogs shit and piss all over your house, and you have patience enough with them to train them. You will love the dog enough to train a four-legged creature that you can't sex, you can't kiss, or you might can let him lick. You might can let him lick your lips. You might let him eat after you or whatever. But you cannot love this dog. You can't have a relationship with the dog. And yeah, the dog can be your best friend and the dog might protect you. But come on, let's be real. You take your time and teach the dog how not to piss and shit in your house. And the dog keep pissing and shitting in your house, and you don't give up on the dog. And you don't get rid of the dog. And you don't throw the dog away. You tolerate the dog. You clean up the piss. You clean up the shit from a damn dog. But the first time your husband or your wife shit on the relationship or piss on the relationship, you ready to throw the whole damn marriage away. We stupid, man. Let me tell y'all something. We stupid. We the stupidest damn creatures on the planet, and we think we the wisest. Don't you know even a damn dog know to fuck another dog? A dog know I better not go over there trying to mess with, trying to fuck no lion or no tiger, because that might become food. Even the dog know I better not go over there trying to fuck on no cat, even though it might look good. I might try, but that shit hurt when that cat scratch all up on my ass, and it's hard to get down there up under that. Even the dog, I'm trying to show us something, y'all. We the stupidest creatures on the planet, and until we figure out how to get back in the natural order of the way we were designed to be, we are going to mess our own lives up, and we're doing a damn good job at it.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
We value animals. Watch this. I'm gonna speak different. I ain't gonna even talk about us now, because we look at animals a little bit differently. But I'm gonna tell y'all something that is gonna hit different for everybody on this damn live, and it's another parable that you motherfuckers gonna understand what I'm saying. And I'm cussing right now because I'm mad, I'm passionate, and I'm angry that we don't get this. We sit up here and talk about how the white man and the white people, Caucasian people, treat us and how they think about us as human beings. And guess what? They care about dogs better than they care about our black ass. These people will let a dog in their house. The dog can lick their mouth and eat with them. They will let the dog be their friend and hang around them. The dog can have rights. They don't want us to have any. Not all of them. But y'all understand my point. Some Caucasians value dogs' lives more than they value African, Indian, melanated beings of Americans' lives, or you may want to call them black lives. That's why it's so hard for them to agree that black lives matter. They'll hit you with the white, all lives matter. Damn it, we ain't talking about that. We're saying the alternator needs to be damn fixed. Let's focus on the alternator. Don't talk to me about the whole damn car. Let's identify the problem. But see, that's how women do a lot of times, bro. And I'm trying to show you this. And men do it too. But the difference be, men do the wrong thing easily, brother. It's easy for us to cheat on a woman. And you can vouch now. I mean, you don't have a wife now, and you ain't always been married. Boy, it's easy to cheat, bro. It's easy. And I want women to hear this. Because if you got a boyfriend right now, he can look like the splitting image of the perfect man, and he's very faithful to you with your perception, and he could be. But I'm gonna let you know, man. Listen, people cheat, Jack, and the only man that don't and won't cheat is a man that have already cheated so much till he tired now, and he's saying, I done did it wrong till I done figure out that way ain't gonna work, and I need to get it right. But it ain't nobody that just gonna be perfectly right for you and not cheat. And let me tell you something else. I'm gonna use a parable again to show you something else. God gave us the breath of life.
Yes, sir.
God is the reason why we're even here, to where we can even get a piece of sex or to get an opposite sex to be able to live and be procreative with. And we don't even be 100% faithful to God. So what in the hell make you think a man or a damn woman is going to be 100% faithful to you?
Yes, sir.
I want to answer.
Yes, sir.
I'm looking in the comment section and I'm listening to you too. I want answers, people, because people think I'm crazy as hell in my real life when I speak like this. But
man, this is the truth.
This is
the truth.
This is factual stuff.
Perfect. That's the word. That's in the word.
And watch this, brother. Don't say, watch this. And I see Mr. Cedric Palmer in the building. Salute to Cedric Palmer. I seen you was going through hell with some of my moderators and cashiers. And bruh, take it as love. Don't take it to the heart. And I told you this over the phone. Stop trying to enforce your knowledge and what you learn on certain people. Even if they are my moderators and my cashiers, right? I am in agreement with some of what you say. So understand that everybody don't have to agree with you, Mr. Cedric. Your knowledge and your wisdom and your learnings are for you. And once you learn them, how you get through to people, brother, is you apply them in your life, and then you set out to live a life that you can be a living example, so that you will teach them through your actions and not with your words, sir. Because the more you talk to people that don't understand what you're saying, sometimes you can be, and I'm not saying this is you or me or the guy on the phone. I'm talking to everyone listening. Sometimes you can be so much on a higher level of frequency than others. That don't make you better than them. That just means you're vibrating at a higher level of frequency. And you might be so high up on a frequency that these suckers ain't gonna never understand you. And you got to realize that. It ain't your job to make people understand you. You ever heard the phrase, you can bring a horse to the water, but you can't make them drink?
Wow.
Water is the equivalent to information. That's why they said Jesus walked on water. Oh, did you dummies really believe that he got over there and walked over the ocean? Or did you dummies read that? Or did you intelligent people read that figuratively and metaphorically? And you understood that water is information. And when they said Jesus walked on water, Jesus was very informative. He was very wise and smart. You couldn't fool him. He could use parables and set you up. And you don't even know. Jesus would tell his own friends, hey, brother, hey, my spirit is telling me you're going to betray me, brother. Guess what? And I'm so real, I'm going to keep you around me. And I'm going to treat you good. I'm going to love on you. And I'm telling you, brother, you're going to betray me. And guess what? The sucker betrayed him. First he lied and say, no, Listen.
Did it right before, right in his face.
Listen, first the sucker said, just like some of our friends, I'm trying to show y'all ass, if y'all don't wake up, you're going to be marrying the wrong people. You're going to be friending the wrong people. You're going to take your kids to let the wrong people keep your kids. You're going to do business with the wrong people because y'all ain't looking at this shit. We really ain't looking at what the hell we doing, and we running around here talking about a damn coronavirus and a pandemic, and that's the least of our damn issues. Right now, if you look up in your family, everybody on this live, all 63 of you suckers, I don't care whether you hit the like button today, this ain't to like. You don't have to like me today. I guarantee you everybody on this damn live can look up in your family right now, and a lot of you are on this live with me because your family is beefing. Your family is at each other's necks. Listen, I don't give a damn whether you honest enough to tell me the truth or not. I know the truth. I'm watching everybody. And the families are at each other's necks right now. You probably can't go to some of your auntie's house because she's scared telling you to wear a mask when you come in here. You see? You see? So we got life all fucked up as the creatures that we were designed to be when we were born. We were born to be greater servants of the greater good of the earth and each other. Servants, do y'all know it's a thin line between a slave and a servant? What's the difference? I'm gonna give away some shit this morning for somebody who's smart. What's the difference between a slave and a servant? Talk to me, people. You can answer too. What's your name on the phone?
The difference, my name is Brandon.
Brandon, I'm sorry, but right now I'm glad to meet you, man. Let me tell you, boy, I'm getting so hot. It's getting hot in here. It's getting hot in here. It's getting hot in here. It's getting hot.
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all better wake up. We're going to turn this sucker up.
Yes, sir.
Hey.
Basically, slavery was not by choice, but to be a servant is by choice.
Hey! Y'all, hey, let me see. I'm gonna give them a chance because I know they ain't answer that shit this fast. But nobody else can't answer after now. After 1 minute and 22 seconds, nobody can answer. Let me see. You phony with the money. Maybe he has something that you like within yourself. Okay, hold on. Nothing. Amen. Trust and believe. Oh my God, Judas. I done learned a lot from you. How Jesus is good. No, nobody answered that. Brother, you're absolutely right. But I want to get more in depth so I can show us where we're going wrong at. And at the root of where we're going wrong is money, brother. It's money. That's why I was no cash. But y'all ain't going to understand that until I break it down for you. Say what you just said again. What's the difference between a servant and a slave?
I feel like slavery was not by choice, but to be a servant is by choice.
Now, you got it, and you got it right, brother. And I want you to text me your cash app, because I'm going to be a blessing to you. It might not be, it may be big, it may be little, but it's going to be a blessing, and it's going to be from my heart, because I like when someone have intelligence, and I would like to reward that. But I want to enrich that for you though, because you're right with what you mean, but I want to give you a little better inner, over, and understanding of what you're saying, what you're trying to say. Servant and slave, it's a thin line between a servant and a slave. And that, just like they said, it's a thin line between love and hate, right? And we understand that because someone that you love so much, you can love them so much and they can treat you so bad until that love can convert into hate if you're not careful. All right? Now, don't let me lose you. Like for instance, if you keep on trying to love that wife of yours and she keeps showing you all the negativity and all the attributes of a not a good woman, and she keep talking bad about you and neglecting you and not understanding the good in you, someday you could grow to hate her. That's why I'm telling you to get over that. It's not your problem. Stop being so bitter. Accept what happened and move on. But let me tell you what's the difference between a servant and a slave. It's not the fact that the slave, you almost right, but I'm gonna give you the earning anyway because you in the right ballpark here. But it's not the fact that one does it by choice and one of them is not. Because what I've learned in my higher learning of research and studies, right, about life, is all slaves weren't made to be slaves. That's one thing. And then another thing I've learned is all slaves that we keep talking about in America that was captive in bondage and whipped and made to work and made to do shit, though that's not the only type of slave that exists. And I'm gonna show you what I mean, and you're gonna understand, and then you'll get what I'm saying. You could be a love slave. And if you are a love slave to someone, that means you don't give a damn how they treat you. You could agree to love someone in spite of how they treat you. And some people on this earth does that. They'll be somebody's love slave, meaning they don't give a fuck how you treat them back. You can whip their ass, you can talk shit about them, you can throw what you can do the worst to them. They just choose to love you in spite of. Now let me tell you something else that we don't think about, that I've learned in my studies to be factual and true. In the Chinese world, in the Asian community, don't you know, okay, in America, what do they call the people that keep the slaves captive?
Masters.
Aha! When you go to college and you get your highest degree, what do they call it?
Masters.
When you go to the golf course where the rich men play and get them high price ass jackets that Tiger Woods keep winning, and they don't like that shit because he's a melanated man, when you get that damn jacket and win, what is it called?
Masters.
Now I'm about to fuck y'all up real bad, because y'all don't be thinking all this shit right in y'all face and nobody research, nobody reads, nobody's paying attention. Watch this shit. I'm about to fuck you right on up. Don't say wow yet, because I ain't wow you yet. Boy, I went to studying and I went down that damn rabbit hole and looking for shit and trying to find shit. Guess what I found? You gonna guess, or you want me to tell you?
You found you, man. Just go on and say it, because I already, man.
Boy, let me tell you what I found. This shit gonna open your mind. I don't care if it open nobody else's mind. I see my sister Icy on here. She always listening when I'm talking. It's gonna open her mind too, because I ain't never dropped this one on her yet. But boy, don't you know, I went down that rabbit hole because I went to start thinking about slaves, right? And I found out about slaves and servants. And I saw that thin line. And I was like, damn, really slaving ain't bad. I kept trying to think, like, what if the slave master, right? What if the slave master was a good man? What if he, okay, like how my wife treat her dog better than she treat me and treat her cat better than she treat me? What if the slave master knew how to treat his captivity, his slaves, like my wife treat her dog and her cat? What if the slave master was treating them well?
Wow.
See what
So trust them in the house.
See, like he let the house nigga come to the house. Look, they was trusting us. That's why I kept thinking. They was trusting us to cook for them. Man, them people could have killed all the slaves if they wanted to.
Wow.
Now watch this.
Wow.
It made me think, why would we as slaves get so in the house and get so comfortable to not care about the other slaves out in the field, to not say, I'm gonna put some poison in master's food, in master's drink. I'm gonna fix master ass for what he's doing. You know why they didn't do that? Because master probably wasn't so bad. Now watch this. Watch this. Don't let me lose you, because I still ain't woe you yet. When I start thinking about that, I was like, dang, they got us at each other's necks using this,
that's the truth.
Using this racism and all this old separation, divide and conquer shit.
Blinding people. That's all it is.
Now watch this, bro. Watch this. Do you know that even in the bad slavery that we sitting here talking about slaves, in the view of in the narrative of the slaves, in the bad way, right? Even then, when a slave wanted to escape from his master, guess what? The only thing that saved his ass.
What's the master? Let's see.
The Underground Railroad. Do you know? Do you know what was the only reason why the Underground Railroad survived?
No, I don't know.
Let me tell you.
Surprised how that got over.
Let me tell you. It was because of good Caucasian people that let your black ass run in their house and say, somebody's chasing me. I didn't do anything wrong. I'm scared. I'm about to die. Please hide me. Please hide me. And they said, go in the basement. Be quiet. We understand. Don't say anything. We got you. And when the master came and knocked on the door looking for him, they lied and put their life on the line for the slave. Now, I'm doing all this because I teach aggressive self-help the same way my black ass was taught, and I want you suckers to get it. And if y'all don't get it, get the hell on. Either get right or get gone. I ain't talking about you. I'm talking to some of these wayward ass people that like to follow me, thinking it's all fun and games and shoo-shooing and lollygagging and singing and dancing and shit. I love to have fun.
Pay attention to this knowledge.
But this shit ain't nothing to play with right here. Now let me show you something. As I begin to think about why we at each other's necks so much with racism, and why who's trying to keep us separated so much, why black people and white people can't come together, why Caucasians and African people, and it ain't really us, because when I look up I say, dang, it ain't that we really don't like white people. It ain't really that we really don't get along with white people.
That's a fact.
It's just something that we don't understand. You know what I found out, brother? I found out what we don't understand. It ain't all white people. And check this out. And all black people ain't fucking good either.
That's a fact.
Do y'all remember the song John Brown? I wrote a song about John Brown. The reason I wrote that damn song, because I was going down the damn rabbit hole. And when I went down that fucking rabbit hole, I found out about John Brown. And I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm gonna get back to slave and servant too. Don't let me lose you. It's a certain way I have to teach y'all ass because I want even a fool to get it. But I went to trying to hate Caucasian people too, because I wanted to give their ass the energy back that I saw racist people give to black people. But guess what? That's the damn trick right there. If you are a lover, you love in spite of the hate. You don't let the hate convert you to being a fucking hater. Love conquers all, not hate. So, if you are a lover and you come around hate, you don't let the hate convert you to being a fucking hater. You supposed to convert the hate to be a lover.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You supposed to conquer the hate. Now, everybody is not light workers. I found this out. And that's why the Bible speaks of the 166,000 people that's making it to heaven. Yes, that's just a parable. That means out of a gazillion motherfuckers on earth, only this little bit of people gonna make it. You know why? Because all y'all ass ain't gonna get right. All y'all ass ain't gonna do what it take to get us out of the position that we in. And you know what it's gonna take? Love, peace, togetherness, harmony, unity. You know what? I can sing very well by myself. And it's called a solo. All of me loves all of you. Love your curves and all your... No, I'm gonna shut up because I don't want them to copyright infringe my video. But y'all get what I'm saying. I can sing very well by myself as a solo artist. But if I get me 1,000 motherfuckers that can sing just like me or better than me, and we get on one accord and we sing one voice, that's called the choir. And that shit sound way better than one voice.
Yes, sir. I'm a part of that. I want to be a part of that.
I'm telling you, man, I'm building a choir here. and I mean a choir of life. We got to sing one voice. Everybody is welcome over here. Everybody is welcome. Whether you have a wife or whether you don't have a wife, whether you have a husband or whether you don't have a husband, whether you're good or whether you bad, whether you rich or whether you poor, whether you intelligent or whether you dumb. You know why? Because if you dumb and you come over here, or if you're ignorant and you come over here, the intelligence over here is going to convert your ass. If you hater and you come over here, the love over here is going to convert your ass. And watch this. You will become one. And if you don't, you either get right or you get left.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I don't want no fake friends in here. I don't want no fake followers. I don't want your money. I don't want your like. I don't want your share. If you ain't striving for perfection, if you ain't a good person, if you don't mean me well, if you don't have my best interests at heart, kick rocks with open toe shoes on, please.
And that hurt real bad. That hurt.
Kick rocks with open toe shoes on. Don't leave the open toe shoes off. Now,
it hurt real bad. It hurt real bad.
Boy, it hurt bad. Them rocks gonna tear your ass up. Now, I'm saying all that to say, and I do like this, man, just to teach people, because everybody, you gonna get it. I don't like to talk, and a lot of people don't understand when I'm talking, because I ain't wasting my damn time, because ain't nobody send me no damn cash app yet. The preacher get a collection plate going around. He get paid for his intelligence, but everybody on here get bitter when somebody send me a cash app, or when somebody do something nice for me, when I'm helping people more than people helping me. Now, back to slave and servant. Because I knew somebody was fooling me, making me hate Caucasian people for no reason. And they're making me love some of these damn melanated people for no reason. Because when I look around in my melanated community, I see some melanated people ass that need to be thrown off of the bridge. And I can see why anybody would think anything bad about my race if they're judging me according to these stupid people. Then when I saw that, I said, oh Lord, we got just as bad, now we can't be racist as melanated beings, because racism consists of making decisions in people's lives that can hinder your progress. Like, if I don't like you, I can stop you from getting a job, or I can stop you from being progressive. That's racism. We can't be racist. We only can be prejudiced. We can only not like them for it.
Why we going to their jobs? Why we going, like, that's what you basically saying.
That's what I keep saying to people. Thank you. And that's what made me think this, bro, because I'm looking at it like, dang, we hate white people so much, or we claim that we hate them so much, but then we go and work at these jobs, or we keep being friends with them, or we'll cut their grass, or we'll do their, whatever we do, we still coexisting with them on this earth together, but we're doing it looking at the glass half empty. And I'm like, I'm not gonna do that, because I began to meet Caucasian people that showed me they were good people, that showed me that they cared about me more than melanated beings. Man, don't you know the first car I ever was given to me by some Caucasian people that don't even know me, but they cared enough and sympathized for my struggles to donate me mink. My damn blue car that I wrapped up was given to me, y'all, for a damn $1 by a Caucasian family. So now, don't let me lose you. I went studying, trying to find out, why do they want us against each other? And why is they keep this separation going with this slavery thing? And I'm about to teach you something, young man, and I hope you get it.
Yes, sir.
I went down the rabbit hole when I was in prison, and when I found John Brown and found out that was a white man that fought, bled, and died with his fucking sons on the front line with the Buffalo Soldiers that Bob Marley sung about, said he was a Buffalo Soldier, dreadlock Rasta, in the heart of America, fighting for survival. Said he was a, yo, y'all are crazy. Listen, man. Oh my God. Listen. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. We lost. We lost. We lost. And I'm gonna help us find ourselves. Listen. Bob Marley sung about it. It was in history books written about it. We don't read. We don't listen. We jam to Bob Marley and dance sexy and want to get on a girl and do the hump. The hump, a hump, a hump. The hump, a hump. No, listen. Listen. This man said he was a Buffalo Soldier, dreadlock Rasta, in the heart of America, fighting for survival. Hey y'all, I want y'all to do me a favor. Go listen to Buffalo Soldier again. I bet you, if you listen with an open mind, y'all will hear a lot of shit you ain't never heard before. And I bet you a lot of y'all already heard that song hundreds of times. But I'm gonna get back to what I'm saying. I found out this man fought, bled, and died for the freedom of slaves with his sons on the front line with the Buffalo Soldiers, because he was a man that stood for righteousness, who said, I don't believe in slavery, and over my dead body if you're gonna keep treating these people like this. And I'm not gonna sit around here and be silent. And not only am I not gonna be silent, I'm getting on the front line and I'm gonna train my sons to do it too. Now, if Caucasian people knew that there was a white man that did these type of things in the name of melanated beings, they might stand up a little bit better for us. And I knew that. I knew that if my people knew that white people or a Caucasian person went this far for us, like John Brown and his sons did, maybe, just maybe, we'll stop thinking ignorantly and hatred towards white people. So once I realized one little old me couldn't fix it, I began to think, why was the perception this way? And I went down that rabbit hole. And this is when I found out about slavery and servants, brother. It's gonna bring it back on round for you, because I'm gonna teach you something. Slaves ain't bad, and here's what I found out and why I found that out. When I studied the Buddhist religion, by the way, is one of the most intellectualist religions or cults, if you will, or knowledge, if you will, on earth that I have read. That's my perception. Not to take anything from any other religion. But when I truly got into Buddhism, it was a religion that made you practice in your life a way of living the things that you read and the things that you say you believe and the things that you come to know. And so in my studies, I found out that in the Asian, I studied their religion, and then I stumbled over into some of their hobbies and some of the things, their ways of life. And you know that we know karate, right? So I'm like, dang, I studied to find out, because I thought karate came from Asian people. So I'm studying them to find out about karate. And have you ever wondered why at the highest level of karate, what color is your belt?
Black.
Oh, is it? Is you sure?
Yes, sir.
Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. You tell it. I don't want to act like I know everything. I want you to be sure, because they listening to you.
No.
You sure?
I'm humbly sitting here telling you, yes, sir, it's black.
Okay, now,
Yes, sir.
now, why I'm telling y'all this is because through my studies, research, people, not listening to the preacher don't know this shit that I'm about to tell y'all, because he can't tell me that. He never told me. You see? I researched. I found. Now watch. I found out all this shit came from black people, from melanated people. Melanated people taught the Asian people karate. Now watch this shit. They learned it so well, the culture so well, till it's still a part of their damn culture. And they remind us that the black belt is the highest. And look at our black ass. Some of us don't even know no damn karate no more. We didn't. My uncle used to tell me, son, I didn't forgot more by accident. He say I didn't forgot more by accidents than you learn on purpose. And my grandma used to say, boy, you ain't got the sense your ass was born with. And you know what I think? Black people ain't got the damn sense we was born with no more.
Yeah.
We gotta.
I honestly feel like that's the
We don't know how to love and be together as a family.
We come to our own demise.
Yes, we don't know how to love and be together as a family. We don't know how to love and be together as a marriage. We don't know how to love our kids the way that we should love them and sacrifice our lives for them. Look how dumb we are. Watch this. You take your ass around a tiger cubs and see what the fuck happens to you. You take your ass around a snake eggs and see what the fuck happens to you. You take your ass around a bird's nest with his eggs in it and see what the fuck happens to you.
Yes, sir.
Try me if you think I'm lying. Now, why is all these parents on earth at their kids' necks, kicking their kids out the nest, talking shit about their kids? Why are, I tell y'all, we the dumbest creatures on the damn planet.
Yeah, most definitely.
We think we wise, we think we smart, but we are the most, and I'm gonna tell you something. Women, I hope y'all don't take this the wrong way. And I want y'all to get it because I'm gonna get back to slavery, slave and servant, because there's a hook to this. And I still ain't told y'all the hook yet. Hot damn a bear. Women, y'all better get back to y'all duties. I think y'all are some of the ignorantest creatures on the earth, not in a bad way, but because y'all didn't step down out of y'all glory. Y'all are the most powerfulest beings on the planet, supposedly. Y'all didn't let nature and society fool y'all and trick y'all out of y'all rightful position for money. Let me show you what I mean. Don't you know a man do everything in his damn life to impress a woman? Now watch this. He wears his haircut the way he wear his haircut, or he grow his dreads the way that he grow his dreads, or he wear his clothes the way that he wear his clothes, or he get the gold teeth the way that he get his gold teeth, or he wear the shoes that he wear, or the car that he got, or the job that he choose to take, the sacrifices that he choose to make, the drugs that he choose to sell, the life that he put on the line is all to impress you, women. Now, that's not all of us. That's a large majority of us. Now, knowing that, women, why don't y'all stay in y'all rightful place as the sole controller? If you would influence a man to do and be better, don't y'all know we would have no choice but to do and be better? If y'all would demand more from a man instead of just settling for a couple of dollars, $40. Don't y'all know it's a funny thing on the internet now in my community in South Carolina? They call them $40 hoes. Meaning right now today, you ain't got to give up nothing but $40 and you can get you some behind ladies. Matter of fact, Pimp C rapped about it before he died. Remember he say, hoes like to fuck for $40 in the club. Fucking up the game, bitch, you gets no love. Okay? Okay? Don't let me lose y'all. These ain't my fucking thoughts. I'm just giving y'all some raw shit that y'all don't even be paying attention to. These women around here want somebody to really respect them, love them, put them on a pedestal, make them a wife, and you around here fucking for $40? You supposed to be influencing the man to put down the drugs, to get the right job, or believe in his talents and his gifts, and you will help him, inspire, motivate, encourage, speak to the king in that man. A man has two creatures inside of him. There's a king and there's a beast, and y'all got the power to speak to either. But most of my melanated being women that I know, y'all tends to only have the power to speak to the beast in a man. You better learn how to speak to the king in him, inspire him, motivate him, encourage him, uplift him, push him. And guess what? Then you'll be doing what you're supposed to be doing and what you was designed to do. And I'm gonna show you how. You don't gotta take my damn word for it. I know y'all think I know everything. I know y'all, my light shines a little bit bright on a lot of people. But let me tell you what I know about the light. Somebody ever walked in the room on you and turned the light on your ass when you was asleep? I'm asking you that, brother.
Yes, sir.
You sleep and somebody come in there, which happens to be your mommy or your daddy, to wake your ass up because they want you woke. Time to go to school, motherfucker. Now watch this. They flick that light on your sleep ass, and I'm talking parables right now, but even a fool can get it.
That's a fact.
When they flip that light on your ass, how did you feel? You felt shocked, you felt disrespected, you felt like they interrupted your sleep. You were fucking mad, wasn't you?
Yes, sir.
All right, we all were, if we tell the truth. But watch this. That's what light will do to your ass. Knowledge is light. And don't you know, when you come around your friends after you've been enlightened, you could be a Muslim. And all Muslim mean is one who submits to the will of God. So yes, I am a Muslim. I submit to the will of my mother, father, Lord, God, source. You could be a Christian. And all that means is one who submit to the will of God, one who lives his life Christ-like, like how Jesus lived. You could be a Buddhist. And all that means is one who is a Buddhist, who lives his life the way that the Buddha lived. All this shit is the fucking same. But guess what? If you ain't living right, you a hypocrite. So it don't give a damn what you believe in. Did y'all hear that? Nobody gives a damn what you believe in if you're not living right. Because whatever you believe in should coerce your actions, your character, and how you treat people. And we should see your God manifest through you. You ain't got to come around me talking about, come on to Jesus. Come on, glory. Come on today. Sit down. Live your life the way Jesus lived his life, and you will have the results in your life that Jesus had. And those results will be the big, hot damn a bell. Let me move. Boy, they don't want y'all to get this one. They don't want y'all to get this one. But I'm gonna say it anyway. I'm gonna get back to servants and slaves because I got my life to deal with, bro. And I like what happened. I'm glad you called in, man. I appreciate everybody watching. This is one of the most powerfulest lives I think I ever did. But I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna do it in closure. I went down that rabbit hole because of slavery and because of racism and because of the same issues that we're faced with in our lives today in society. And all this corona SeaWorld pandemic virus thing is a trick on us to make us treat each other the way. It's another Jedi mind trick for separation. It's another racism card. Now, watch this. It's not only racist Caucasian people doing it to us. It's our own aunties, uncles, mommies, daddies, cousins. They didn't Jedi mind tricked our ass. And watch this. I'm gonna tell y'all something on this live, and y'all can quote me on this one. I bet you YouTube is gonna mark my video as it's not available for money, and they're gonna flag it so that it will not be reaching certain people because they know I'm telling y'all the truth. And because these new algorithms and things are made and designed to shut down y'all from receiving the truth and receiving light. And I know that, but I don't care. And I'm gonna get to the moral of the story. A slave and a servant. They're damn near the same things. The difference is we've been trained to think that a slave is treated badly. When I studied Chinese and Asian and Buddhism culture, I found out in karate, in order for you to learn or get teached or taught by what's the name of the man that teach you karate, young man?
That is the young man that taught me this.
No, Brandon. Don't let me lose you now. You was answering everything right because you are intelligent. You are the young man that I'm talking to, and I'm asking you this question. Like I asked you earlier some questions. And it's the same damn answer. What's the name of the man that teaches the kids the karate?
God.
Master. He is the master. Watch this. You ever heard somebody say, I am a jack of all trades, but I am a master of none? You ever heard that before?
No, I never heard that.
All right, well, put this in your vocabulary. This is a wise old saying about people who know a little bit about everything, but they don't know all about nothing. They say, I'm a jack of all trades, but I'm a master of none. And that just means he's a jack that knows a little bit of all things. He's a person that knows a little bit of all things, but he don't master nothing. So what I'm trying to show you is that a master, okay, let me give you another terminology of master. Keys open doors, right?
Right.
But your key to your house only opens your door, right?
Yes, sir.
All right? Okay, your key opens your door. So your key unlocks things for you in your world, which is why they say knowledge is the what?
Power.
No, the key. Knowledge is the key. Now watch this. Why is knowledge the key? Because knowledge, if you have knowledge about anything, you can unlock anything. Now, watch this. What do you call, you just told me you call your key that opens your door a house key. What do you call a key that opens all locks?
The master key.
I quit, man. I quit. You're right, brother. You're right. A master key.
Yes, sir.
Now watch this. Why is the Chinese man that teaches karate the master?
Because
Hold on, before you answer. I want to say a few things to make this interesting. Is he the master because he calls himself a master?
no,
Is he a master because his wife thinks that he's a master?
no,
Is he a master because his mom and dad labeled him a master ever since he was born?
no,
Is he a master because society thinks that he's a master and should be a master?
no, sir.
Why, and the only reason why, is he a master?
Because he earned it, and he was to be called everything of a master because he earned it.
He went through all of the proper lessons, learnings, trials, tribulations, tests, all the shit that a master do to you before he accept you as his fucking student. Now watch this. And this is where the lesson is learned for all of you people that has a closed mind in life. And I'm gonna ask you this question, and I assume you don't know the answer, but please do your best to answer me if you can, Brandon, if you will, all right?
Yes, sir.
Why? No. Let me say it right. Let me see. What is the only reason that a master, or what the students would call a sensei only means master. So what is the only reason a sensei would accept you as a student? God damn, this shit makes so much damn sense, boy. I want you to attempt to answer. You don't have to be right. Just give me an answer.
I feel like he would accept you as a student because he sees that you have the qualities of being a master.
I like that. And that's partially right. But let me give you the full answer. If you think back to Danielson and Mr. Miyagi, you remember the Karate Kid movie?
Yeah. Yes.
Everybody saw that damn movie. It's one of my favorite movies. Because Coming to America is in my top 3, and I almost want to make it my top 1.
Oh,
But Karate Kid is up there in my top 5, and I'm indecisive of where it's at because of the meaning of it. But if y'all remember, Danielson wanted to learn karate, right? Or he thought he did, right?
Right.
Okay, so Mr. Miyagi watched him, and he did see what you said.
He recruited him.
He saw, no. He saw that Danielson did say out of his mouth that he wanted to learn karate. But what he saw, because he's a master, and he know how to use discernment and intuition, he knew Danielson wasn't really ready yet, right? Because that's what a master knows, right? Now watch this. Because he knew that Danielson wasn't ready yet, but he still had Danielson's best interest at heart, and he loved and cared for Danielson. And even as a master, he probably even wanted to stop right then and there and teach Danielson karate out of the love that he had for Danielson. He wanted to do it right then and there. But guess why he couldn't? Because as a master, and the stages that he had to go through to become a master, he learned that he got where he at on a personal journey. And he knew the sacrifice, the trials, the tribulation, the discipline, all of the stuff that it took for him to get there. He knew Danielson really wasn't ready, right?
Yes, sir.
So what did he do out of love for Danielson? He didn't tell Danielson, no, I won't teach you karate. What did he do?
He started him from the wax on, wax off. Wash my car.
What he did was, he tricked Danielson just like Jesus did everybody else. Okay, what he said was, he said, okay, Danielson, you think you want to learn karate? Guess what? I even want to teach you karate. Guess what? I even know you need to know karate because it's good for you. But are you ready, Danielson? You think you're ready? Okay, you want me to teach you karate? Paint the fence. Now watch this. What Mr. Miyagi knew? He was teaching Danielson 2 things at one time. Only if Danielson would have listened to him. Watch this. If Danielson painted all that big ass fence around that whole damn big ass yard, he knew one thing. Mr. Miyagi knew one thing. Danielson was going to learn a technique, a karate technique, right? But then he also was going to prove to Mr. Miyagi that he was willing to make the sacrifices it took to learn karate. For instance, most people never would have painted the whole fucking yard, man. They would have quit. They would have said, you know what? I asked you to teach me karate, nigga. You talking about painting some fucking fences? Fuck that. I'm quitting. I'm done. You see?
Mm-hmm.
Now watch this. Because Danielson painted the whole fence, Mr. Miyagi knew he maybe got what it takes. But why did Mr. Miyagi knew that? And this is why I'm about to tell you the thin line between a servant and a slave. How did Mr. Miyagi knew that Danielson might have would have been ready? Come on now, don't leave me hanging. Oh, I thought you was gone. I thought you was gone. How did Mr. Miyagi know that Danielson was ready? Okay, I'll tell you. Let me tell you. It's simple. Let me show you, bro. It's simple. You know how he knew he was ready? Because everything he told him to do, he fucking submitted. He complied. He listened. And watch this. Mr. Miyagi didn't tell him just to do any old thing. He knew that if he listened and did it exactly the way that I tell him to do it, he will learn a technique that will make it easier for me to teach him what he think he wants to know. You see what I'm saying? Now hold on. Let me show you something. Now when you go back and watch that movie, it's gonna mean something different to you again. He taught Danielson damn karate without even teaching him karate. Danielson already knew karate and didn't even know he knew karate. But the only reason he knew karate is because he did it exactly the way Mr. Miyagi say do it, not the way you want to do it. Wax on, wax off, nigga. Don't paint it like this. Paint it like this. Now, the moral of the story. In order for a master to accept you as their student or their slave, because that's what the fuck you gonna have to be for them to teach you, he ain't gonna accept you if you don't submit. If you hard-headed, if you rebel against everything, if you go the other way from responsibility, if you ain't ready to face adversities, if you ain't ready to do what the hell it takes to fucking learn, you gonna waste his time. And he gonna tell you, run along now, run along. Come back when you're ready. Do you understand what I'm saying? Young man on the phone, Brandon. Are you here, Brandon? Well, Brandon gone, boy. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all something. The only way the sensei or the master is gonna accept you as his student is if you willfully submit. You have to submit your all to the master. And then when you do that, when he see that you have the power to submit, because submission is a power, then you can be trained properly and learn. And then you can get a black belt. You can rise because you can learn. But you got to become his slave. Now, does that mean when you become his slave that he's going to treat you bad? Does that mean he's going to treat you like how America has trained our minds to think about slaves? Does that mean you're going to be getting whipped abundantly and made to do the wrong things? No, but that does mean you're going to be told what to do. And you're going to have to do it exactly the way it was told. And if you don't do it exactly the way it was told, you're not going to learn what you asking for. You're not going to get what you think you want. Because where much is given, y'all, much is required. And that's even in marriages. Ladies, you're not going to go out here and find no great knight in shining armor of a man if you ain't got your shit together and doing the right thing as a woman. Men, you're not going to go out there and find no damn queen that's going to treat you like a king, like how you want to be treated, if you ain't making the proper adjustments, alterations, and changes in your life to be that type of man that a queen would appreciate. It just won't happen. You get it? So, it works both ways. Opposite polars, man and woman. We are designed here to work together. I know you back. Where you was, brother?
Yes, sir. Was outside. Down from the truck.
Boy, I don't know whether you heard it, but I just dropped some knowledge on their ass just now. You heard when I told them what's the only reason why a sensei would accept you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I want you to hear that. Because I want you to understand this. That when the Bible say a woman is supposed to be submissive, that is not a weak trait. That is the most powerfulest woman on, that's the attribute, one of the attributes of the most powerfulest woman on this earth. If you don't have the ability to be submissive to anything, whether it's knowledge, your husband, God, whatever, you won't learn nothing. You know what's the only thing that demand us to be submissive to it? And we're going to be submissive unless we're a fucking pain freak. And God designed it that way for a reason, because he's God. You know what that is?
Wow.
That's a mistake. God made mistakes to bother our ass so much until we get it right. And that's the only thing you can't rebel against. You can rebel against the pastor. You can rebel against the teacher. You can rebel against the master. You can rebel against all kind of people. No, you won't rebel against the master, because the master ain't gonna need to even accept you until he knows that you have the power to submit. That's why a lot of people don't know karate. You know what karate means, young man? It don't mean kicking and punching. You know what karate means? I found this out learning and researching.
Wow.
You know what it means?
What karate?
I'm asking you, you know what karate means?
Sir?
Huh?
No, sir.
I'm gonna tell you, karate means method.
Mm.
So we look at them kicking around and fighting and shit. Karate just means method. So it's really just a fighting method. But watch this. Karate ain't just only fighting. They have karate for eating, which is the method for eating. They have karate for living. Karate just means method. But you see how ignorant we are in America? We take a mere word and what somebody told us it means, and we think karate means kicking and fighting on each other. Tell me I'm lying. Ain't that what you thought karate was? Because I did too. It's only through research, patient practice, and study that I found out karate simply means method. Now, don't you take my word for it. Don't y'all take my word for it. Do your own damn research, and you will become to know too. Now, once I found out that a sensei or a master will not accept you unless you submissive, I was like, damn, he's smart. You know what that just simply means? That's somebody who's doing what I'm telling y'all. I'm not gonna waste my time trying to teach y'all if I don't see that your ass ready to change. If I don't see that you really ready to do it for real, I don't want to waste my damn time. And so the master is saying, not I don't wanna, I'm not gonna. Mr. Miyagi told Danielson no so many damn times. Danielson had to get his ass beat and run all the way to Mr. Miyagi's house with the boys chasing his ass before Mr. Miyagi revealed to him that he already knew what it takes to learn karate. And the only reason was because he knew Danielson's life was in danger. But I'm trying to tell you, the only reason why you should be trying to choose that next woman in your life, bro, is because you know that she has the power to willfully submit to the God and the man that's in you. And if you don't wait until you find her like that the next time, bro, you're gonna choose the wrong woman the next time, because there's no such thing as a perfect woman. It's got to be a woman that's willing to know that she's a virtuous, submissive woman. And if she's virtuous, that means she takes a licking and keep on ticking. If she's submissive, that means she's first gonna willfully submit to you because of the things that she saw in you. Say that again. Proverbs 31. He's telling y'all that I don't even know where it come from. It's in my DNA. It's in me, not on me. I ain't trying to preach to y'all. And I want Cedric to understand something. I told him the other day why and he understand because he in here. And I know he's appreciating this live. Salute to you, Cedric. I'm glad you joining us, brother. And I'm glad you didn't let your heart get bitter to what God designed for you to learn something through mistakes that you've been making. And it's not a bad thing to make mistakes. You made a few mistakes, and some people may have mistreated you. And I will say, you got a little punishment from my cashiers and some of my moderators, but you're not bitter. You didn't let it get you bitter, and you didn't turn away from the group. And I appreciate you, brother. I see you down there with the 100 and waving your hand. I know you got a pure spirit and you mean well, but I want to let you learn something from this right here live too. I teach in the way that I teach to attract people. And if you trying to attract honey or bees, brother, you'll get more bees with honey than you will vinegar. One of my cashiers told you that, but they told you you get more flies with honey than you will vinegar. And I would imagine so. You may get more flies with honey than vinegar, but the saying goes, you get more bees with honey than with vinegar. And why people say that is because when you know something in your life, let's just say, sir, you are a master at Hebrew Israelite knowledge. I respect you in your way of life.
Thank you.
But let's just say you are a master at that, right? You don't run around trying to force other people to be a master like you. You don't run around forcing people to come under your submission and come under your repentance. You don't force anything. It's just like love. You can't force somebody to love you. All of the attributes of the fruit of the Spirit, trust. You can't force somebody to trust you. It has to willfully be given. So learn, they call you like young grasshopper. I want you to continue learning. And as you learn, you let your learning show in your life, in the way that you live, not in the way that you speak or talk. Much like the master that teaches the student the karate. Don't accept any students that haven't shown you that they have the ability to willfully submit to your knowledge, to what you're giving. And if you don't do that, sir, you're gonna butt your head up against cashiers and moderators and family members and people at work and people in the church until you learn that the knowledge is for you. Don't keep running around trying to preach it to other people. And guess what? When you came on my comment and said what you said to me, I know that you mean well, young man. Y'all lighten up on my young brother, please. Moderators and cashiers, please lighten up on Mr. Cedric Palmer. Please. He's a great young man. I feel his spirit. I know his intentions. He is a kindred spirit of mine. He's attracted to my movement for a reason. You attract that which you put out. So I put out something that have attracted this young man. And I want y'all to lighten up on him. He mean well. All right, so Cedric, we welcome you to the community, man. Like I told you, a lot of Hebrew Israelites are attracted to my movement. I don't know why. I don't know knowledgeably or with factual evidence that I am a Hebrew Israelite. I have been told by many that I am. I have been told that I think like a true Hebrew Israelite. Before I ever had a YouTube channel, mysteriously when I was 21 years old, somebody reached out to me who was an Israelite through a mysterious phone call, and I don't know how they got my number, but they was from far, far, far away, and they changed my name to Yahshua. They told me my name was Joshua and that I had a calling and all kind of stuff. And I didn't really pay them any attention until now when I got this YouTube channel and I reached the world. A lot of Hebrew Israelites, not even just from America, even from overseas and all over the world, reach out to my movement. Let me tell y'all something. Maserati Ant, the guy that I just left his house, you know, the wealthy guy with the mini mansion and the Maserati and his wife, 2 wives, and his life all together. Oh yeah, he's a Hebrew Israelite. He got 2 wives, money, marbles, and chalk, a mini mansion and a Maserati. And his wife, one of them got a BMW truck, and I didn't see the other one's car because we picked her up in the Maserati. He is a Hebrew Israelite. Now watch this. I did not find out he was a Hebrew Israelite, y'all, until I got to his house and saw them damn stars on the pillows and on the walls, and I saw scriptures, and I saw lions, and I saw the way that he lived his life, and how they ate, and how he dealt with his wives, and how he dealt with his son. And then I knew I was dealing with a lion of a different color. And guess what? I got a star right here on my arm, on my right arm. Y'all can't see it. It was branded there. When I was 14, I ain't had no damn business doing it. But now I look back on it like maybe I had all the business doing it. Maybe God knew best. But I'm saying this. Be careful, Cedric Palmer, how you force feed people the wisdom and the knowledge that is being revealed to you. It's not to be forced, just like love, just like trust, just like loyalty. It's designed to be given. And you only give it to those who willfully submit. All right, brother? Thank you, man. I appreciate you. And you a great brother. Call me anytime, man. My phone line's open to you. And young man, I like your conversation too, for a different reason. I want to talk to you because I can learn. I can learn from you, Brandon. You know, from a young, I was feeling like a failure too, man. I feel like a failure today. And I tell my wife this all the time. And I motivate her by saying, you know, you're not a failure yet, honey. We just really, these are just papers. I say, you ain't even turned them in yet. I say, damn. I say, man, I done went through worse with women, and I done did way worse to women. I say, look, you're my wife. I prove to you that I'm willing to go, you know, the extra mile with you by saying I do for you. No other woman in the world could get me to say I do to you, honey. You know, don't give up on our marriage. Don't give up on yourself. It ain't over yet. You know, I'm doing all of this, bro, saying everything. And I'm just telling you, it ain't gonna work unless she understands. And so what I want you to get is, don't beat yourself up. Don't be so hard on yourself. If you've done all that you can do, if you tried all that you can try until you can't strive no more, then you did your part. And she may come back around to you, brother. Life have a way of switching around, and it might be in the next time. I guess I see you next lifetime. That sounds so divine. It's like a lifetime don't mean you gotta die and experience another life. She just could go through so much turmoil thinking the grass was greener on the other side. But what people don't understand about the green grass on the other side is, yes, the grass may be greener on the other side, but the water bill is a lot higher over there too. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So understand that you ain't all bad because you made a mistake. Don't beat yourself up. You've already did the thing like David did. You were remorseful. You were sorry. You turned away from your wicked ways. You made sure God knew it. You made sure she knew it. And you making sure I know it, and all everybody in the world right here knows it. So you're doing your part, brother. The grass may be greener on the other side, but the water bill is way higher over there, brother. So she may realize that she can't afford that light bill over there, and that she had some good enough grass on this side. And guess what? At that point in life, you may be at a position in your life where you may be willing to still receive her, because love is not a light switch. You don't turn it on and off. And even though she divorced you, I can hear it in your voice. I can hear in your remorse. I am a good judge of character. I have discernment and intuition. I know you still love that woman.
Yes, sir.
Correct me if I'm wrong. You love her, don't you?
Yes, sir.
And guess what? This is what I want you to leave this conversation knowing. That's all you can do, man, is give somebody sheer, true, genuine love. That's better than what most females is going to get. That's better than what most females got right now in relationships and in marriages even, because their husband probably in a commitment with them or in a marriage with them, but he don't have for them what you have for her. And so I'm telling you this to say, you have to value who you are, what you are, and what you bring to the table. And even if she turned down the meal that you brought to the table, that don't mean that it wasn't nutritious. That didn't mean that it wouldn't give her nourishment. That didn't mean that she didn't need it either. Right now today, we need the right food, brother. We eat wrong. We don't eat to live. We eat for taste. We eat all of the bullshit. Even in relationships, I tell girls all the time, they be running around talking about he got to have a big this. When girls keep talking about sex in the manner that lets me know that they don't understand what the true origin of sex is, I don't even want to sex her. Because you know what she's doing? Exactly what the fuck she want. She want to get fucked. And so she's getting fucked. And watch this. That's in every aspect. She's getting fucked by men that only want to do nothing but get on top of her and pound her ass and leave. And she's getting fucked in the whole situation because some of them are not even getting what they're worth. And some of them are getting mistreated. And some of them are getting beaten. And some of them are getting left with a wet ass and nothing to show for it. But they still running around looking for a big dick man so they can get fucked. Now I'm gonna have to put on this video, I got some language in here that's not for kids. But I had to give y'all that because I want women to see you get what you put your mind on. If you sitting in your house thinking you want a knight in shining armor and the right man to come through and sweep you off your feet and have all this money, marbles and chalk and to give you everything that you want, but you not sitting there trying to think what you need to have and the attributes you need to have to try to get that man, guess what? You just might summons him. And people are doing it every day. Girls are summoning mans with a lot of money every day. But guess how he getting it? The wrong way. And they might summons a man with a lot of money, but he's a drug dealer. And he beat the shit out of her. But he got all the things she asked for in a man. He got money. He got the cars. He got houses. Some she don't even know about. Hell, he got other girls in houses. And he got everything she asked the universe for. Except for she ain't asked the universe for that man to have some damn sense. Or to not beat on her. She didn't tell the universe the characteristics she wanted the man to have. Or yet, she didn't see what role she needed to play. She didn't ask the universe to prepare her for that type of man. Because let me tell you something. When you meet a woman or a man that has more than you, you are dating way beyond your means. You're having champagne taste with beer money, and you really can't afford it. And what I mean by that, if you are a man and you date a woman that has more money than you, but you are more wiser than her, you're gonna have to be wise enough to know to respect her in her damn rightful space as a woman with money. Because if you don't, right, her money and her status is not going to work for you, and you're not going to work for her, because she's not going to let you tell her what to do, because she's been doing all of what she's been doing thus far for herself, and she got where she is by herself, and she ain't going to let you detour her. Same thing, ladies, with a man. If that man already had the drug dealing money before your ass came, or we're not gonna make it about drug dealers, because y'all, I tend to lose y'all sometimes when I talk from what I come from. Let's go to where you come from. If that man had that business before your ass came, and he had a successful business that he was a millionaire before you, woman, you are dating way beyond your means. And if you ain't got characteristics of a roof, like Tay Song say, if you don't got characteristics of a real Ruth, and Ruth was a virtuous woman, Ruth was a submissive woman, Ruth was a nurturing, powerful, loving woman, y'all women better study Ruth. Go look her up. Ask Google who Ruth is. Study her through the Bible. Ruth was a badass lady. But guess what? She was only bad because the way she lived, not how she talked. Not how she talked. So I'm telling y'all now, if y'all don't begin, women, to walk in your right, speak to the king in men, and demand more from us, the average man are going to be coming around waving a couple of dollars at you. And because of your trials and tribulations in life, you're going to let him sway your character. to do what you don't want to do for a little piece of change. And I wrote a song about it. Holler for $1, fuck for $1. Shit, at least when I was out there, we was giving up $1. We'll give a whole, it wasn't nothing to throw $100. Remember Ja Rule say, then I bounce and leave 100 even if she don't want it. It's been so long since I met a chick in a boxes and then I'm dead wrong if I tell her be gone. So hold on. Y'all be listening to this music and don't even understand what you're listening to. Y'all just jamming. Oh, that's my jam though. And music is one of the best teachers that's teaching us, whether it's teaching us wrong or right. You learn a lot of what you're learning by the movies, the music, the media, the academia, and the things that you pay attention to. That's why I'm glad y'all paying attention to me this morning, because your ass learning something today. And I don't care if they copyright infringe me. I don't care if I don't get paid not one damn dime on here. And ain't nobody even made my Cash App bling. But I don't care, because I'm going to get some kickback from my mother, father, Lord, God source for this one. Because I know a lot of people that paid attention to this, and even the ones to come after, it's logged on later, gonna learn something for this one. I want to say, Brandon, do you got anything that you want to say to us before we close out? I appreciate you for being such a brave young man, calling in saying, you know, you messed up and you still love your wife and you feel like a failure from your divorce. I want to say to you, you're not alone. I feel the same, brother. But you have to learn how to pat your ass and get glad. And you have to learn how to face your adversities, take a licking and keep on ticking. And then you have to lastly say that little serenity prayer, brother. And if you don't know what it is, I'm gonna put it right here for you on this live, so you can always come back here and refer to this. And it says, you ask your mother, father, Lord, God source to grant you the serenity to accept the things that you cannot change, to change the things, for the wisdom to change the things that you can, and the wisdom to know the difference, brother. You gotta know that if you can't change it, you just gotta learn to accept it. Accept the things that you cannot change. And when you put all that if you've done all that you can do until you can't do no more, you gotta have the wisdom to know the difference too. Like, look, I tried all I can try. I did the best I can do for that situation. Whether it's a wife, whether it's a mama, whether it's a family member, or whether it's any challenge in your life. After you give it your all, brother, and you did all that you can do, till you can't done no more. You remember when Papa used to say, I've took all I can stand till I can't stand no more. And that nigga used to take that damn spinach and power up on your ass. I've took all I can stand until I can't stand no more. You got to get so fed up, brother, until you do something positive about your situation. And you got to make a difference in your own life. And don't give nobody all of you ever, never, 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 ever again. Let me tell you what you give them, brother. You give them the best of you. Because you don't sell them short now. I'm not telling you to sell them short. But you give nobody all of you, because if they leave your ass like your wife did you and my wife is trying to do me, they leave with everything, brother. And you have barely nothing to build yourself back up with. If you give them the best of you, yes, they'll have some good shit to work with, and that will be you being fair. But at least you're left with something of yourself to put together and get with somebody else, whether it's a brother that's going to help you out, or the next woman that God sends you, or her when she wake her ass up and realize her well ran dry because you don't miss the water until it's gone. Either or, all those things could happen for you, but just know that either or, they'll work out in your favor, because the word says all things work together for the goodness of those that love God and who are called according to his goodness and glory. So you understand that, brother? And I want to say I love you. Pick your head up. You are a good man, a great man, and no homo. There's a woman out there that you're going to make happy. even if it's not that wife of yours, because she could come back around and realize where she messed up at, because she's not perfect either, and she's allowed room for mistakes as well. But if she don't, brother, just know you're gonna make some woman a very happy wife, because you have the attributes of a good husband. It just takes you choosing the right woman before you choose to say I do again. Go through the right test and messes with her, so you can turn that test into a testimony and turn y'all mess into a message. And then that wife of yours will stand by your side and let y'all test and y'all mess be a living example to other marriages and other people in the world. And y'all will attract people that love and watch y'all, and y'all will be progressive and productive in y'all marriage. And if it ain't that, don't settle for less. All right, brother, I appreciate you calling. You got anything you want to say?
I just want to say thank you. That's all glory.
For sure, man. You're welcome. And all the glory due to God, man. And you do have God in you, and I have God in me. So if you giving me some glory, I'm going to tell you, brother, I receive it, because I'm walking in my God light. And no, I ain't perfect, but I'm striving for perfection. Thank you very kindly for calling. We appreciate your honesty, your openness. You stay loving, stay loyal, stay real, and stay true. All right, brother, you are my kindred spirit, and I'm my brother's keeper.
Thank you.
Peace and love, brother. Wow. So with that being said, man, yeah, I hope y'all learned something from this. I did. I'm learning a lot. And I'm learning what long suffering is too. A lot of y'all may not know that long suffering is one of the fruits of the spirits as well. But I'm gonna leave y'all with this. Look up long suffering. Oh my God. I'm not answering any restricted calls anymore. Oh damn, I forgot. Call back if you was a real person. I'll answer this one call restricted. You got to call back though, because I can't call you back. It's a blocked number. But I'm not answering blocked calls anymore, because people are playing on this number, and you won't play with me. I ain't gonna be no fool and just keep letting you play with me, calling me from a blocked number, and I answer it. Then I'm the dummy. So if you are a person and you was trying to get through for a real reason, call back. I'll answer that one call. If you're playing a game and you don't say anything, I will never answer a block call again. Now, oh my God, that was for 2 cash apps that I got, that I didn't get a chance to say what I need to sing that part, because I was all caught up in what I was talking about. But let me see who sent what. Thank you to Princess Johnson for your contribution. I really appreciate you. Okay, I think this is somebody. Peace and love. This is the homie kNOWCASH. We got you live on IKC TV. Caller, please state your name and where you're calling from, please. Okay. All right, and you're calling for? Okay, sounds good, brother. All right, you have the floor. They can't really hear you by putting the phone to the speaker, but I need to hear you. So what are you calling in for right now, brother? You have the floor. Oh, okay. That's why I ain't gonna answer no more block numbers, because people are ignorant. Remember I told y'all we the dumbest creatures on the planet? That's how we use social media. It's like we have the power to reach out and change each other's lives in a whole nother country, and draw resources and information and knowledge and help change each other's lives with the power of a phone and computers. And look what we choose to do. Sad, bro. We some of the dumbest creatures on the planet, and I say that I include myself. But I know I ain't ignorant. I know I don't ignore the truth and the facts about life. That's not me. But I'm including myself because I'm a part of mankind. And boy, we got to be some of the dumbest ignorantest creatures on the planet. The birds, the trees, the animals, the grass, everything is doing what it's designed to do better than we are, and we need to get our shit together. On that note, women, if you look at the lioness, I said this a lot of times in videos, but y'all don't get it. We say the lion is the king of the jungle, and yes, he is, but it's not just because of the man. Don't you know the lioness does all of the hunting? She goes out and kill all of the kill that they get and hunt it down, and she let the lion come and eat with her that she chooses to. The strongest lion in the area that she chooses, with character, attribute, charisma, the things she like in the lion, and she let him come eat with her. But she ain't lazy. Talking about you go out there and get the food and bring it on back home. You know, I'm supposed to just be. No, she knows she a damn beast. She knows she's a beast, and she used her beasthood, her beastship for the family. She let her kids eat. She let the man eat, because she knows she's strong. In the ant community, what's the strongest ant, y'all? In order to kill an ant bed, what you got to do? You can't kill them little measly soldiers, them little measly men. What is the strongest ant, y'all? I owe that guy his money too. So remind me, man, that I owe you something. Send me your Cash App. I'm going to send you something for answering that question right. I see somebody said queen. The queen is the strongest ant. And you will not, shall not, and cannot kill an ant bed in your yard unless you kill that damn queen. That's how powerful you women, you female, should be. But y'all have reversed roles. Y'all are masculine. Y'all are strong and forceful. Y'all talk shit. Y'all, and I'm only speaking from my community, y'all overpower men forcefully when all you have to do is be meek, humble, submissive, loving, kind, virtuous, and all of these great things. And guess what? Let me tell y'all a secret in closing before I go, because y'all might not know this. You know who your man cheating on you is? A virtuous woman. She know how to be meek and humble. She respect him. She probably cook him the food that you won't cook. She probably take time to learn how to cook what he likes and get it better when you won't. You just cook what you want. You cook what you know how. You don't elevate. He don't like what you cooking. He don't like how you don't let him be himself with you. You make him talk like how you want him to talk. He's spending time with the woman that let him talk like how he wants to talk, and inspire, encourage, and uplift him. She probably told him, I don't care if you stay long, just come eat the food that I prepared for you. I know that you're hungry. I know you ain't ate yet, because she ain't gave you nothing to eat. He loved the way she treat him. He loved the way that side chick allows him to be him. And you know what he don't like about you? You're too controlling. You're not loving. You're not submissive. You don't show too much care. You're aggressive. And I'm not talking to everybody, but whoever that's for, if I stepped on your foot, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize. I was aiming for your heart, because I want you to change something. You ain't gonna never have nobody in your life, girl, until you change that. Because a good man gonna want a nourishing, a submissive, a virtuous, meek, humble, great woman that he can put up on a pedestal. And I see why now some of the most handsomest men go out there and get them the ugliest. Let me take that back. Go out there and get them the most unpleasantest looking women on the outside as they can find. Or the woman might be pleasurably plumped, for a better choice of words. But you know why? Those women treat those men like they're God. And those men got it figured out. When I was a dummy, I used to go after the beautiful, finest trophies, light skin. And I used to find the prettiest dummies I can find. And I ain't know they was dumb. I ain't know they was empty. I ain't know they ain't had shit to come with but they looks. They couldn't even send an email for me. Can't make a proper phone call. Can't talk to me right. We can't even hold a damn good conversation together. But she look good though, dog. She got a fat ass though, dog. Damn, she fine. Ooh, she fine, dog. But just as empty as hell. Hot damn a bear. This video gonna be very powerful. I ain't gotta tell y'all ass to come back and watch this. Guess what? Watch the numbers. Just watch the numbers and see. It's one of the longest lives I've done, except for the live me and Tate did, giving away the $3.33. $333.33. I'm sorry. Right now, this is one of the longest lives, and I know people don't want to hear it. And I've been cussing and talking about pandemic, coronavirus, coronavirus. I'm gonna say the word, coronavirus. Tag it, flag it, all you want. I don't care. I guarantee y'all, these numbers gonna go up on this video. You know why? Because it's knowledge, wisdom, over, inner, and understanding in this video. It's raw, it's pure, it's unapologetic. It's gonna make you get it, whether you want to or not, and people gonna watch it, because knowledge attracts knowledge. So I'm not begging y'all to watch this. I'm not even asking y'all to like this, because I know this ain't something that you're gonna just like. Only a real nigga, only real niggas is gonna like this. Only real queens is gonna push the like button on this one. Only real leaders and strong people is gonna like this one. So I understand, and that's why I never told y'all to even like anything about it. But guess what? It will be watched. I thank y'all very kindly for sitting here with me. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. And I'm gonna say this: in no way did I make this video about me or my wife. Did Brandon make it about him or his wife? No. But I guarantee y'all, my wife is gonna have some kind of way to make it seem like I made this video about her, and she's gonna be selfishly identifying this video with me trying to bash her, and she's not gonna understand that just me crying out to her that she's making the biggest damn foolish mistake that she can make. But right now I'm on the ass end of it, and I understand that if she wake up and realize her mistake, that's gonna be my trials and my tribulations and my work, because my work ain't done, right? So, you know, that's going to be a large responsibility on me. So if she don't, it's easy. I can go on, brush my hands, wipe my hands, and I still love her. You can't switch the love off and on. Love's come from within, and love, loyalty, and trust, as well as be given your knowledge and wisdom, has to be given freely. It cannot be taken, or nobody can force it from you. I willingly gave it to her, and I will not take it back until we're divorced. So on that note, I'm ending that, still wearing my ring on my right hand, because I'm married to myself, and to this game, and to this life of mine, until death do me part, and I will never take this off this hand. All right? Every woman in the future, my wife, because you watching, I know you watching, I don't wear this because I'm holding on to you. Women in the future, I ain't wearing this because I'm holding on to her. And I'm not wearing this because I need a wife. I need a wife like I need a hole in my head. I'm going to say that again. And I can get pretty much any woman that I want. I got women right here on this live. And I ain't asking nobody to do this, because I ain't doing no dating game, and I ain't trying to hitch up and connect myself with nobody. Because let me tell y'all what true commitment is in closing. True commitment don't do nothing but make you a slave to your significant other. You have to care about their wants, their desires, their needs, and their mishaps and failures and shortcomings more than yours. And that makes you a slave to them. And nobody really wants to be a slave. And even if you choose to be a slave and you are a damn good slave, the number one thing on your mind at some point in time will be freedom as a slave. Because all slaves want a damn taste of freedom. And commitments are just that. They make you a slave to the relationship. And I'm already a slave right now fighting for a marriage that I gave to someone who is showing me that they don't really even deserve it. But I'm still fighting, trying to show her whether she deserves it or not. I married her, and I don't want to be a failure. But when that failed, due to her giving up or her negligence, please, future women, understand why it's going to be hard for me to be committed to anyone for a long time. Now, I will be true, faithful, and loyal to people, and I will give up my trust. But I don't want no commitments until a woman show me from now go on she has the characteristics of a roof, that if I give her my all, that if I choose to take those vows and give of my all, that she will not leave me and run off with everything I got. I am not getting in no more commitments for a long time. That don't mean I ain't gonna enjoy you. That don't mean I won't give you my trust. That don't mean I won't give you my love. But when I see that you're not worthy of it, I'm gonna take that shit back. And I ain't never, ever, 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 ever giving nobody all of me until I say I do again. It'll never be, you never get all of me and you don't deserve it. All right? You will get the best of me, but never all of me. That will be for my virtuous woman that get me to say, I do again. Once again, I am the homie No Cash, and I'm going to close this bad boy off. Do y'all got anything y'all want to say to me in the comment section while you have me here? Because this is some of the realest shit I ever said on this live right here. And I got to go in here and flag it and tag it and all kinds of shit. Because we done been talking about sex and fucking and all kinds of shit. But I don't give a damn. This raw and uncut, and take it how you want it. Anybody, if I stepped on your toes, I was aiming for your heart. If the shoe fit, wear that shit and get it right. All right? Because ain't shit gonna change in your life, my life, or nobody around you life until we get it right. All right? Nicholas talking about keep the live going. What would I keep it going for? All right, let me see something. I've been on here for 3 damn hours, me and my man running our mouth. And people saying keep the live going, right? I really think it's gonna be hard for me to give out my love. Been lonely for some time now. Okay, yeah. And so as long as you say it's hard for you to give out your love, you won't be a lover, you won't give out any, and therefore you won't attract much, right? So you have to change that thought. Be careful who you give your love to, but never stop being a lover. You want to attract love, man, no matter where it comes from. You want to attract love, man. If you stop giving love, you won't receive. You can give, but you cannot take love. You can give, but you cannot take love. If I could take love, I'd rob my wife for all of her love right now because she made me say I do. This was supposed to be the last chapter of my life, right? If you can rob someone of their love, I would rob her for every bit of it because she is my wife. But you cannot take nobody's love. You cannot force. It has to be given. Remember that, y'all. So if your future husband, wife is not already giving you the type of love that you're expecting from them, do not marry them expecting for them to change later. Is all I'm saying. Accept what you got, you get what you got, and accept what you get. And once you accept it for what it is, you deal with it like my granddaddy did, no matter how crazy my grandmama was. And now I got to put me together another one because y'all didn't really work. I use so much of my spirit on this live trying to teach y'all and make sure I ain't going to the left. Make sure I don't hurt my wife's feelings. Make sure I don't disrespect women. Make sure my mama ain't offended. Make sure my daughter understands. Make sure the women that's watching is not confused. Make sure I didn't get Brandon all messed up and give him some wrong information. Boy, all of that had my spirits and my angels. They was lifting me up like this right here just now. The angels had me like, okay, be careful, be careful, be careful. They watching you. They trying to make you a bad guy. look, I was stressed the hell out this now. I done burned up over a quarter of a tank with my car running with the AC on blast. Trying to make sure y'all get this. When master teachers or liaisons or preachers or teachers do what they do, they get paid. And nobody don't say, why don't we pay them? Or why are you giving them money? Watch this. Even teachers right now, we're going to bat for them saying they're underpaid. They need to be paid more. Watch this. Preachers get taken care of. The church buy them a house, a car, and make sure they're comfortable for their knowledge. But my community gonna sit in here. Well, no, not my community. I take that back. The lurkers and the ghost followers in my community gonna sit in here and try to make my people think you shouldn't support me when I'm giving of myself in the manner that I give so much. Not just knowledge and wisdom, inner, over, and understanding. I give y'all talent, my gift, and I give y'all all of me. My trials, my tribulations, my mistakes, my mishaps, my confusion with my mama, my daughter, anything I'm going through in life, I show y'all the problem and I show you the solution. Because that's an example. When you was in school, the example on the paper, when you was in class in the first, second, and third grade, your test came with the test, but it had an example up in the corner. All that example was a problem and the solution and the answer, and how it worked out the equation. That's what the answer is. I mean, example is. An example is the problem and the solution, and how to figure it out and how to fix it. I show y'all with my real damn life. I'd be a living example for y'all with my real damn life, and people don't even appreciate it. People don't even want to send me a cash out, and I ain't asking for no damn cash out. People don't even want me to prosper with my numbers. Don't want my videos to be watched so I can get paid from YouTube. They are clowning every bit of the realness that's out here on YouTube and running behind all the fake shit. All of the smoke in the mirrors. All of the pranks that's made up, all of the kiki fi-fi, ha-ha, he-he, laughter bullshit, got millions and millions and millions of views. They making millions of dollars, and people are super chatting them thousands of dollars, and nobody's saying a thing. Ha, damn a bear. But I don't feel no kind of way, because I'm doing what I got to do in spite of. You know why? It don't come for pay. I know I am a servant of my mother, father, Lord God source. And I know that my duty is to do a greater good for humanity here on earth and my mankind and humankind. All right? And I'll get my rewards from my mother, father, Lord God source. All right? I don't look for it from y'all, but I appreciate everything in it and everybody gives me, and all of my supporters that do take the time to call in and make my cell phone ring, or even my Cash App bling. I want to say I appreciate all of y'all, because that makes my day. It keeps me moving. It keeps me motivated. It keeps me doing this for the people that ain't even doing nothing for me. They need to thank y'all too. So I say thank y'all very, very much. And on that note, I'm going to get on up out of here. This was a very, very, very successful live for me. I feel like I got a lot off my chest for women to understand. I got a lot off for men to understand. I got a lot off for children and everyone to understand. And even myself now, I got it. All right? I got it, y'all. So y'all just rock with me. Keep me in your prayers. Let's stay prayed up. Stay striving for perfection and doing what's right. We on the side of righteousness. And on that note, I'm going to get on up out of here. Once again, I am the homie No Cash, and I'm signing off with a big 10-fold. Isha, You will not make me out to be an unloving husband. I love you, still love you, have loved you from the day you walk back into my life. And even when you walk out of it, I can't turn my love off for you. But I will not be a fool. But everybody plays the fool sometimes. There's no exception to the rule. And all of you out there, y'all might look at me or look at Brandon or look at somebody in your life and try to judge them and say they're a sucker for love or they this and they that and try to act like you got it all figured out. And if you haven't gone through it yet, just keep on living, because the songwriter said, and I found it to be true. Everybody plays the fool sometimes. It's no exception to the rule. All right, so I'm gonna get on up out of here, and it's okay to play the fool sometimes. Just don't be nobody fool all the time, because everybody can fool some people some of the time, but nobody can fool everybody all the time. Holla at your boy. Once again, I'm signing off with a big 10-4. Over and out. Peace and love. Y'all stay well and be blessed. And I know this type of stuff in your life and trials and tribulations will pass. And the best is yet to come. But you got to learn how to, when adversity come in your life, you got to learn how to go through and get through and get to the other side, because the blessing is over there. Your success is over there. All of your achievements are over there, and you will accomplish nothing until you learn how to go through and get through. Peace and love.